We're live from Naples once again. Welcome to the top 8 of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves here at OTB 2026. My name is Asura, and I'm here with none other than a man who's been putting in quite the shift today, Cloud849. Cloud,
thanks,
how are we feeling, man?
That's amazing. It's awesome to be here. And the action today, there has been a lot of it, that's for sure, but there is to be more. So today we got ourselves a nice top 8 for Fatal Fury, and we got some very nice players on hand. What do we think about the bracket?
Yeah, the bracket is stacked. I mean, we have seen a lot of legendary names pop up in bracket today, obviously with the likes of Sakon, who's an absolute legend within the Italian scene. And we actually have the bracket up here courtesy of production, so shouts to them. But we've got players such as Yunwoo showing up, H-Dope, Frieza, Sakon, Nivek, Mr. Wolf, and Awesome Alfie. Some actual heavy hitters, not only just from the Italian scene, but we have players from outside here as well who have just flown in from EWC last night just to compete at OTB. So massive thank you to them for showing up for this event as well. And as I've got to say, this is going to be one hell of a bracket.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing full-time right now, and we can see it's stacked enough that in fact, the winner side of our bracket has no Italians in it either. And that is despite the really strong Italian names you mentioned, such as Sakon, incredibly strong player.
Very.
And somehow still in losers, that just speaks to me on just what we're dealing with here, you know?
Absolutely, and I think that you know, we have such a stacked brackets, because we have so many incredible players. We're going to be seeing quite a high level of display of City of the Wolves here today, and especially some of not just EU's best, but also international talent as well. So up first, I believe we do have H-Dope versus Yunwoo, or sorry, H-Dope versus Frieza coming up first. Both characters that they're going to be playing are Mr. Big and Hokoto Maru, at least from their last couple of VODs that I've seen. I'm interested. I am interested to see how these two end up playing. Obviously, we know that H-Dope has had quite the history within City of the Wolves, and actually, him and his twin brother came from Mortal Kombat to City of the Wolves. So they have quite a storied history within the fighting game space, in a sense. So this isn't their first time competing at big tournaments. Again, these guys just flew in from EWC. They had a hero's welcome here at OTB, and then obviously now you can see that they're a little tired. You can imagine they're a little bit exhausted, but it should be interesting to see them definitely in how they perform throughout the rest of this bracket here. Mr. Karate is a character that has been seeing some level of showing throughout the last couple of weeks, and let me just say, man, he's been running brackets left, right, and center.
I mean, this Mr. Karate character is pretty good. He's had his fair bit of representation, but are we seeing him to start off our top 8 here? Yes, we
100%,
are.
100%.
Yeah, so still rolling with the Mr. Big here. So obviously, very, very strong characters himself. The top tiers in this game can get kind of insane, I want to say, at times.
100%. And Mr. Big obviously succeeds at being kind of good at pretty much being at range. Very good pokes, good damage overall, very, very strong character. But it does kind of beg the question of, how you're going to end up beating a character like Mr. Karate, because we've seen how crazy this character can be. Not only does he have a counter, but he has everything that he needs to basically deal with characters at every single range. He's got a fireball, good normals. He's an insanely strong character, so it's going to be a test as to whether or not, we'll be seeing some level of character familiarity there. But I do think that, obviously, because H-Dope and K-Top obviously play quite a lot, there is going to be that level of, hey, we feel a little bit comfortable with this character. Mr. Karate is definitely one to look out for here, but do not sleep on the twins. They are insane. All right, well, we just got done with the button check, and I believe we are going to get set into our very first game very, very soon. And if you like what you're seeing here at OTB 2026, then stick around for some Fatal Fury action, because we are not going anywhere. There is still a lot to come.
For sure. But yeah, as you mentioned, I remember seeing recently tier list from a matchup chart from Nemo.
Oh boy.
And I mean, obviously there are characters that strong characters that can fight Mr. Karate decently well. Mr. Big, I would say personally, is one of them. But even then, there is no such thing as a truly losing matchup for him. This character just has every tool in the shed. There is absolutely nothing he cannot answer one way or another. And obviously, anytime you're running offense against him at any point, you gotta deal with it.
You do have to deal with it.
The parry. It's coming. It doesn't. In front of it, we are all human, I'm afraid.
We indeed are all human when that parry goes up. When that leg goes up, you fall down. So you've got to be very ready for Draco Supremo to hit, because if you're in range of it, it is GG's. So let's see how this goes. Obviously, very first game of top 8 here at OTB 2026. We're kicking off with some City of the Wolves action now. Mr. Big, Mr. Karate, and yeah, it's going to be very, very fun. Let's get straight into game number 1 between H-Dope and Frieza.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And now, are we letting the intros rock? Not quite.
Nah, no need for all that.
No need for all that. Straight into the action.
Exactly. Let's not waste any more time.
Yeah, Freezer here is personally the one I'm looking out for. Like, very accomplished Fatal Fury player. I've played him a bit in Street Fighter as well before. Just extremely solid, obviously here for a reason, right?
For sure. And I feel like that's you can make a solid case for pretty much most of these guys. I mean, all of them are very decorated Fatal Fury players, so it's really cool to see this kind of high level here in general. And it's just a blessing to have. Draco Supremo hits, and here we go. Immediately, H-Dope not being able to get around that counter there. Immediately for Frieza, an opportunity to extend this combo here into that super. Right down into the corner. Revguard not really going to help out here too much as the throw comes in, and Frieza takes round number 1.
Yeah, and that will be our first round here of this top 8. Freezer with a healthy lead. How is Dope here about to go on? Goes for the parry anti-air. Get the hit. Can we get the corner? Not quite, but we chase the roll. That's good enough.
Well, we got the corner. And what's the play here? Nice just defense here. Goes twice. Obviously stays away. Falls again for that counter.
Yeah, did try to go for the throw, but again, for anyone who may not know, well, the parry itself is vulnerable to throws. He can whip cancel it into an overhead follow-up that is low crush and throw crush as well.
Yep. All right, Revguard gets caught there with the cross-up here. Frieza waiting. On H-Dope looking for an answer here. Manages to find the counter hit. Here we go. We can get a full combo here into the corner now. And now Frieza left on the back foot. SPG available. Rev blow. Beautiful stuff here from H-Dope. But the DP catches them off guard. Mr. Foresight Frieza takes game number 1. There's a lot of misses going around. So.
Yeah, and I think I saw a punish as well. So then, was that a safe? I think it should have been a safe jump, but that was interesting for sure.
Yeah, probably should have been. Oh well, game number 2 here between these two again. Winners semifinals.
Of course.
Incredible bracket so far. A couple JDs coming in from H-Dope.
Yeah, we got the JDs in, but right now, they alone will not be enough to get you off the Mr. Karate pressure, which is looking relentless at the moment.
And he can keep pressing here as well to extend this combo. Good throw there from Frieza in the corner now. JD
staggering.
Yeah. Good pressure here again, but again gets caught there with the counter hit. SPG still available here for H-Dope. Nice throw. Oh, good pressure here. Great tech.
Yeah, ready for the throw. Rise. It will catch this time. Empty jump. Command grab. Alrighty.
Okay. Nice combo. Okay, 20 hits. Now we're going into the DP. Beautiful stuff. Ends it off with the rev blow. But hey, can Frieza make something of this? Get the kicks in, and that's going to be it. Good punish there from Frieza. Fortunately, not enough for H-Dope to work with. And Frieza up 1 round, looking to make this 2-0, but immediately a counter hit here. Round start. Looking really good. Can we keep this pressure up into the level 1?
The big in Mr. Big stands for big damage, because this guy kind of deletes your health bar 50% at a time.
Alright, you saw that leg up there for Draco Supremo, looking to try and
just baiting any interaction with parry cancels. Okay.
Yeah, looking to try and bait out that counter there. Huge work from H-Dope. Big punish.
Yeah, gets the wild punish in. It's not gonna be quite a kill, but we have almost 2 bars on our hand and a lot we can do with them.
Yeah, God cancel rev blow there as well into the level 1 here for Frieza. Now gets a little too overzealous there with the jump. H-Dope manages to find the poke, and again, this is where Mr. Big kind of likes to shine. Again, it's just being as patient as possible, trying to potentially bait out that Draco Supremo. Getting a little too far away, and that counter goes on for such a long time, so you don't want to interact with it too early or too late.
Yeah, dope right now, just running the timer.
Nice.
But he finds the hit that he's gonna need.
Big.
Doesn't even need to spend any super meter. We can keep it all for the next round and see what we can do with it.
Yeah, try to keep it nice and easy. You don't have to go too big. No pun intended.
It's too late.
It's indeed too late. Fireball goes out for some extra range here. H-Dope just trying to measure up Frieza.
Yeah, trying to fish for some of these neutral jumps. Just doing so much parry cancel in neutral. This guy is not afraid of anything right now.
Absolutely not. And I feel like you kind of don't have to be, especially with a character like that, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's one of those, you know, what are you gonna do about it? Kind of things, you know?
True, actually, yeah. Gets caught there with the DP as a combo finisher now. You see the Rev Guard available here. Big counter hit coming out from H-Dope.
Is this enough? No,
If we know, I think we could. Yeah, I think it is enough. That is definitely going to be enough.
And we get the trophy as well.
It's a bad day to be you, my friend. Bad day to be you. H-Dope brings it back. Beautiful work.
I mean, he makes a good point because that will be an even out, and Freezer right now a bit on the back foot with this one, but still one apiece. Can we make it work out?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question of can we make it work out? And if there's a character that can make it work out, it's this one. But right now, H-Dope seemingly has the download here, especially from what we've seen in that last game. And it seems like he's definitely a lot more prepared going into game number 3. You can see now Frieza stepping back, using those dashes to try and get a little bit of space here. And again, using that fireball, manages to run in, tries to get the cross up there. But the JD there from H-Dope gives him that good advantage state. Now here we go. SBG available for Frieza, but it's not going to matter if he's not going to be able to use it here. Rev Guard is out. Gets hit with a counter hit. Push back, wild punish. There we go with the sweep.
The anti-airs are on point, blocking the Rev blow here. Stuck in the corner, afraid of the parry. Gets the guard cancel, really nice, and finds the jump in. So the play here is so close.
This game is so sick.
This game is sick.
This game is so sick. All right, well, returning back to neutral here for our potential Game 3 ending round here as H-Dope has the upper hand here. Frieza is going to want to try and make this even. It's now or never as we get the EXDP right after there as well. Into a third nice little combo there from H-Dope, keeping it nice and simple. And Frieza trying to find this punish here as the air-to-air comes through now. A nice counter hit. Here we go into the corner.
Yeah, keeping the pressure up with the X-Fireball. Tries to dash in to find, to sneak in something. Does manage to find the confirmed super. That is so much damage.
Yeah, what's interesting about this matchup so far is we've seen Frieza play a lot more aggressive, not waiting to use those counters, but instead being forced to have to interact a lot more with H-Dope. And for H-Dope, it seems to be working out really well here. Level 1, not necessarily going to kill here as we now set out the projectile, looking for the throw, gets the tech, gets caught midair with the Tatsu.
Okay.
Extend that combo.
Stand it.
Here we go. They're going to drop it. No, it's going to be it there. Frieza.
Dude, I thought he was going to need to spend like 2 bars on that to make it a kill, but this Mr. Karate Kid just the damage, it never ends. What can I say?
The thing is, Mr. Karate is incredibly strong. I don't think you needed to waste 2 bars at all. I think 1 was more than enough, and it definitely was there. Frieza showing us what for here in this matchup. And so far, H-Dope is slowly but surely getting that health back. Paying it in dividends there. Nice little cross-up. Beautiful work here from him. Gets caught there with the end of that DP now and again. Mr. Big doing his job. Poking out, making sure that Frieza feels uncomfortable in that corner. Counter hit. Looking for Draco Supremo. Was aware of it.
Yeah, good baits on the stance. Finds the overhead and gets a combo as well. That should be a clean kill.
And H-Dope leads the series. Beautiful work here so far. And again, it is that patience, and we are seeing that Mr. Karate now having to force himself to just push and push and push and push to interact now with Mr. Big. And for H-Dope, as we've seen now, it is working out way more in his favor because he doesn't have to worry about those random counters that are coming out at any time. He's more prepared for it than he was, you know, at the start of the set. And that's definitely something that you know, has helped them out here, I believe, throughout the rest of the set here, and immediately trying to go for that fireball. But
so far, he has really been able to force the issues and force Freezer in situations where he is on the defense and needs to answer whatever he's up to. And so far, really going his way as he gets a shimmy into full corner. Baits out the overhead. Still not enough.
Still not enough indeed here, and right now H-Dope hasn't lost a lot of health. They were going to extend the combo right into the corner here once again. Frieza with just a tiny bit of health left here could lose it all. Literally a chip of health remaining here for Frieza. Can they make a miracle happen? EX Tatsu here, beautiful work into the taunt. Okay, I see it. Throws out the fireball.
Yeah, almost.
Watch your feet.
Yeah, Freezer go for the taunt in order to increase the rev meter and force Dope into a burnout situation, but not quite enough as he manages to finish the round off anyway. Yeah, that taunt can be quite menacing.
Yeah,
like this character can just force out of nowhere like your rev gauge to go up, and there is really nothing you can do about it other than interrupting the taunt.
Yeah, once you get into that sort of overheat, not much you can do here. Nice, beautiful work with the command grab here coming up from Freezer into the fireball. Here we go. Good damage there from Freezer. And again, Mr. Big
Holy
working his
overheads
magic.
coming in.
Big overhead. Right, nice counter hit coming out from Freezer again. Decides to move back instead of committing hard to the counter. Now he's just playing this neutral very, very carefully here now. Mr. Big just going for those pokes here. H-Dope does manage to find a chip of health. But unfortunately gets caught there with the 2L. Or the 2A. Looking for that DP. Again, SPG here for H-Dope.
Yeah, Freezer right now playing extremely patient. He has a life lead and he knows it.
Nice.
15 seconds on the timer, but we may not reach the end of it, especially if Dope gets any other hit.
It won't kill, but it will be a decent amount of damage here as well. There we go, counter hit there from H-Dope.
Oh.
Makes it 3-1 in his favor.
Yeah, like, so far the player matchup is being played so incredibly well from Dope. And, you know, it's really impressive because most people really struggle to force situations on a character like Mr. Karate, because obviously the defensive options are so strong. Most people are gonna be afraid, but Dope so far really managing to power through and really gets the reads he needs when he needs them. And, you know, it worked out, so far he will be moving on to winner finals.
Yep.
And, you know, we may not see the last of Mr. Karate, though.
That's true. That much is true. I feel like we're definitely going to be seeing Mr. Karate way more in this bracket. If you know some of these players, you know that they definitely are running that character here. And, you know, speaking of potential Mr. Karate players that we may be seeing up next, we may have our mirror on our hands here for our second set of winners finals. Up next, we have Yunwoo taking on K-Top, two incredibly talented players within the realm of City of the Wolves. And again, both of these two do indeed hold a Mr. Karate in that back pocket.
Obviously they do. And I mean, you know how to blame them, this character, so far.
You know what? Mr. Karate Dittos are some of the most enjoyable things I think I've ever seen. I know. Yeah.
I've watched a bunch. And, I mean, I think they're cool. I definitely think Mr. Karate is like a very cool character.
100%.
Just a bit at the moment, a bit overtuned. So that can sometimes take away from it. But what can you do?
Hey man, that boy Robert Garcia got it on, man. That boy Robert got it. But yeah, it definitely is looking like we are getting that Ditto, and this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Obviously, these two very strong players. But yeah, man, this is going to be some good old classic Fatal Fury. If you're interested for some proper high level stuff, yeah, you're getting it early. You're getting it served to you on a silver platter right now. Forget the starters. We moved on to the main dish almost immediately here, and it should be a good showing.
It will for sure be a good one. I've watched like K-Top at multiple tournaments before.
Yeah.
Especially here in Europe, and he puts on always such a good performance. So glad to see him out here in Naples.
I mean, let's talk about it, man. He had an insane run, not only at EVO, but also recently at EWC. Again, literally just flew in today for this tournament and immediately made it to top 8. So, I mean, it just goes to show you what kind of a player KTOP is. And also, let's not forget some of the wins he had at EWC, including Shanghai, which was a huge headline for a couple hours there as well. So, you've got to feel some level of confidence here. Obviously, now this is that sort of time when we're just doing the button checks at the moment. But for KTOP, it's quite the resume to have.
Yeah, I know, like, it's actually crazy. These people are just on the long run here, going from one place to another, on playing from one event to another, rather. Between just for the tournament, I mean, obviously, always glad to see them here, but sometimes I actually cannot believe the sheer amount of effort some of these people put in. Honestly.
You know what it is also, I was talking to one of my friends earlier on. They were saying that also the guys that are just competing constantly with City of the Wolves have had no breaks. I mean, they just had mix up, and then obviously EVO, EWC, and now TP.
You gotta
That's like no time to rest.
You gotta put it all in.
These guys are some of the toughest people out there when it comes to just constantly traveling and being at events, and the dedication to show up to even play in a top 8 like this is genuinely really, really admirable. So here we go. Mr. Karate Ditto here. Yunwoo takes on KTOP. It's time for our winners semi-finals, and immediately we start throwing out our fireballs.
I mean, fireballs is like, how do you not start with them? Just play it slow, see what the opponent is up to. Okay, going for DP. Interesting.
Bow, bow. Beautiful stuff there. Nice and good stuff with the DP. Good damage here from Yunwoo as we get caught right into the corner here again with the DP, finishing it off there. Good throw now. KTOP being forced here into the corner. Not an ideal situation to be in here at the moment here. Now Yunwoo has everything to work with. Draco Supremo for Draco Supremo.
Yeah, the parry on parry. You love to see it.
Bang!
The nukes coming in. And once again, goes for it on wake up. Remind me about the parry. As strong as it is, it's not actually frame 1.
Yeah, I don't believe it is. Yeah.
Which does matter a lot, like in the meaty situations. Like you're not gonna do it on safe jumps, for example. So that is important.
You should. But yeah, for sure. All right.
So it can be quite the bold move in certain situations, but nevertheless, here we got Yunwoo.
Yeah. Yunwoo, for those that obviously who are just coming in and a little bit confused, Yunwoo is in the blue, KTOP in the more beigey purplish kind of color. Reflected the fireball there. Wasn't able to capitalize on it any further, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's actually a very specific timing for the reflect, which can be hard to pull off at times.
Alrighty. And you can see it now. DP comes through. Great punish here coming from Yunwoo. Now KTOP having to eat a good brunt of damage there. Yunwoo takes game number 1.
Yeah, so far, really strong opening, but obviously we still need to keep it up. This matchup, I feel, can be, this mirror can be especially volatile at times. But because this character just, you're never safe even when you're the running offense. Damage is so high, but we'll see how we manage.
Yeah, we will definitely have to indeed. All right, we're starting off with those standees. They're beautiful stuff there from KTOP. As we immediately stop any entry there from Yunwoo, and now are capitalizing on that damage incredibly well here so far. Now KTOP chasing him down. RevGuard was able to help out Yunwoo there.
Yes.
Again, now beautiful counter there from KTOP.
Yeah, and obviously full conversion on this one. Goes into SPG, which could be potentially huge. As we get access to all our options, we get access to our rev blow, hard knockdowns, or combo extensions. That works too.
Yeah, Mr. Karate oftentimes will use the rev blow to extend that combo.
Yeah.
So it is something that we definitely do see quite a lot of. And he can just kind of run away with so much damage, especially right after that. So it's something that you have to expect quite a lot here. There we go.
It tried to go for the guard cancel on the lightning kick, but I'm afraid getting caught in between the many hits, so not working out this time. The P is out. Gets the corner. Hold him there.
Yeah, keep that pressure up, keep it going here. There we go, and again, obviously one thing is when those two counters do come out, the second one typically does tend to win in those interactions, and so it makes sense Then obviously K-Top was able to make some good use of that there, though Yunwoo catches him pressing the button here. Now, can we get a good punish here? Full combo comes through here now, 2 into the level 1, and that's a good amount of damage done, but are we going to be able to get anything off of this? JD's coming through here from Yunwoo here, trying to basically get rid of all the chip damage there as well.
Yeah, we need those JDs, especially because we need all the health we can get against this character.
Nice.
The overhead coming in, rev blow, safe on block, of course. We like that.
All right, keeping that damage up, keeping that combo going. Here we go. That should be it there. Yunwoo once again. Oh no, sorry, K-Top this time around. I got confused. Imagine.
Look, we're not even playing and we're still getting mixed. It's kind of crazy.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. The mental stack is crazy there. Round start immediately. The fireball did in fact get reflected if we didn't see that earlier. Ron there whips the grab here. Opportunity for a punish now. Can we capitalize? Yunwoo maximizing the damage as much as possible here. 32 hits of nothing but doom and despair. SPG there, but give that reversal. Just wasn't enough there. Rev blow from K-Top.
Tries to go for the command grab, but not quick enough. And Yunwoo right now just running away with it.
Running away from it indeed. Yunwoo having that very strong lead now. And now it comes down to that question of adaptability and confidence, and as to whether or not we can see something from K-Top. I mean, obviously you have to factor in fatigue and everything else at the same time, so it's going to be quite a hard mountain to climb. But Yunwoo, though, nothing to take away from him. He's an incredible player, played incredibly well so far.
Yeah,
has
because
shown us some great poise.
But yeah, fatigue, as you were mentioning, because again, these people have been playing like events back to back.
Yeah, I can't even
just
imagine.
You know, at some points it comes into account not just how strong of a player you are, how confident you are with your character, but also eventually it gets out the game. Like how's your mental, how's your stamina, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you have to remember, these guys are without break. They're constantly traveling week in, week out. And now K-Top starts us off here brilliantly so far. And again, 2 games down currently to Yunwoo, but these games have been very, very close. And there has been moments where K-Top has almost indeed brought a game on the board, but Yunwoo didn't let it happen. But could this be the time where K-Top looks to get a breadstick here on the board? DP comes out now. Beautiful work here. So we're going to try to extend the combo. Unfortunately, wasn't able to, as Yunwoo was able to get a little bit of defense out there. But the counter was for nothing as K-Top manages to find a way through. Here we go. Level 1 here. Beautiful way to capitalize off of that damage. And that throw should put them at almost killing range. DP, beautiful work there from Yunwoo.
Yeah, not quite that, but the parry on the rev blow will be doing it. And now K-Top possibly finding his footing, as so far he's been more on, ooh, that's a big fireball confirmed though. But yeah, K-Top so far kind of struggling to take back the momentum. Maybe we can find that. Tries to get a combo of the overhead anti-air, not quite, and that will be costing him a lot.
It will indeed.
Stuck in the corner, not spending the super quite yet.
Ooh, nice tech. Big tech coming out there, and
okay, charging up, okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my. that is always funny.
You could see the gears between both of them shifting, and they were like, I'm going to go for the counter. Let's see what happens here. Nice counter hit there. Wild punish coming out, though, from Yunwoo. Puts a round on the board. Set point for Yunwoo to move on over into that winners finals. Throw K-Top into losers. So looking for that jump B.
Yeah,
gets
like
the command
jump straight into the parry there. Interesting. Now K-Top is stuck in the corner once again. We're struggling to get momentum. He found a way out, and that is a big punish.
Yeah, huge punish there.
We need to make this hurt.
And hurt it will indeed. There goes Supremo out here and available now. K-Top looking on the back foot now. It was looking good. Yunwoo is looking to shut the curtains down, send him straight to the losers bracket. Not a lot of health here for K-Top. Yunwoo now forced to play a little bit backwards here.
Yeah, keep it safe right now. When I recover all of that rev meter, you will need it soon enough. Yunwoo still with a health lead, but it may not last.
No way!
Tries to go for the cushion land grab. And the parry closing it out with Yunhu taking the set with a dominant 3-0.
Oh wow, closing games or closing moments of that set were absolutely unreal. Super unfortunate there because obviously KTOP almost had a way to guarantee some extra damage, but just was not meant to be, and that means that KTOP will be moving down into that loser's side of the bracket here, and obviously we're waiting over there, but their journey is not done yet. His journey is far from over. Congratulations to Yunwoo, however, who will be moving on into our winners finals of this bracket.
Indeed, off to face up against Mr. Big soon, but now with the winner side done, we will be moving for a while towards our losers for Sakun versus Nivek. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
Nivek.
Nivek?
Yeah.
Okay, Nivek.
So Sakon takes on Nivek, and that comes up in just a moment. See, Nivek has been sort of leaning towards Wolfgang Krause a little bit as of late, a character that hasn't seen a ton of representation, if I'm not mistaken, but also a character that is very, very obscure. One that is very good in basically being able to play anywhere, but is known to be quite vulnerable to whiff punishes and also quite slow as well. It'll be interesting to see because Sakon will be playing none other than everyone's favorite footballing legend, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, he will. Is a signature character. Obviously, one that I would say has really been quite strong ever since the game came out. Sometimes he was a bit outshined by other stronger characters, but to this day, I think like he can be a menace, especially anytime really he gets the knockdown with the balls up on you.
Then he sets it up and it's like, bro, what do I do?
I can tell you from experience, I find myself there and I'm fearing for my life. That's for sure.
No, I mean, it'll be very interesting to see how this matchup will definitely go between these two. Obviously, Sakon is a legend within the Italian community here. Everyone loves this guy. Man, he's insane, he's fun, he's cool. I've had the opportunity to speak to him once or twice. He's very fun to be around here. And this is going to be good. Should be a very fun match to watch.
I mean, he's just a cool guy. What can you do?
He's a very cool guy. Nivek, obviously, with a ton of experience. Another very good seasoned City of the Wolves player in his own right. Finds himself in the losers bracket with quite the run to make. But before we do that, we're going to go into a button check here as well. As always, players want to make sure that they are ready to go, that they are practiced, you know, feeling ready and excited about this. And it should be good to watch, man.
Yes, it will. And right now, I do wonder, like, how neutral this matchup is going, because obviously the fireball game is very powerful. How does Sakun get around that? Any thoughts on this match?
I mean, well, Sakon's obviously... Oh, sorry, Cristiano, sorry, we just referred to him as Ronaldo. Ronaldo obviously is very, very good with being known as a set play zoner character, right? Yeah. Using those footballs to basically give himself a ton of space, and also he's also very good up and close and personal. So when it comes to having to deal with a character who has pretty decent fireball range, Ronaldo can do that and can do it well because he has ways to actually just set up the field for himself very nicely before then obviously going in and causing in some very major damage. Against Krause, I'm not too sure how that would work because Krause, again, while does have projectiles, more so relies on also kind of just being very up close and in your face. So it'll be interesting to see. I think that obviously you can exploit Krause's slow move speed and probably overwhelm him if you're seasoned enough to do so. But there is a lot of questions and what-ifs in a matchup like this. Let's see how this goes down. Here we go now. It's time to move on to the loser's side of bracket, where we will be moving down and into the shots tank here as we got Sakon taking on Nivek. Krause versus Ronaldo. That man couldn't go for the World Cup trophy, so instead he came to Naples for another trophy. Here we go.
Yeah, because thing is, with Ronaldo, I feel like the character works best when in neutral. You got you can place the ball, throw it at them, and make it their problem.
Absolutely.
But when you have a character like Krause, right, that has a strong fireball game, just strong long-range normals, and is just able to contest with that, I feel like Ronaldo may just struggle to get things going at times.
Yeah, he probably would, and you're very right in saying that. Alright, well, here we go. Sakon had a really good start to the game. Very aggressive, very nice. Not really giving Nivek a lot of time to breathe. It jumps over the super. Big counter, here we go. And that, into the one that's not going to hit there. But instead it's now been pushed back into the corner. And for Nivek, an opportunity to capitalize off of this damage. And that's going to be a big round. And they're going to drop it there instead.
No.
Wake up jab from Sakon. Seals the deal.
It's a tragedy.
That's so unfortunate. It's drops everywhere.
Yeah, no, both crucial drops from both players here.
Unreal.
And right now we gotta make up for it. We find the DP bait. How much can we make it hurt?
All right,
Very. This character kinda does a lot of damage.
Throw him right back down. Get the overhead looking good into that level 1. Not a lot to kill, and it's not going to matter here as we get the throw once again right back down into the corner. Looking for those lows. Rev blow comes out there from Ronaldo. Sakon looking to try and make something of this now. Extend the combo there with the Rev blow. Go over there. Beautiful cross up now. Is it going to be enough? We do have SPG. And a little bit of hope to our name.
We got SPG and a lot of meter, but the Rev blow will be coming through. And there will be Nevek getting here is around. But now Sakon pulling the pressure up, has the corner.
All right, good pressure coming out here from Nivek so far. Making it back, this 2D comes out from Sakon.
Yeah, finds the sweep.
Here we go, nice counter hit. Big stuff here in the corner. Now we're gonna juggle him around. Yes, we are. Back down to the ground at level 1. Set him up here for a throw. Can we get the end of there? The ball not gonna be the one to finish it, but that's not gonna matter here. We get the shoulder. And Sakon finds one on the board.
Yeah, like he went for some mix there, but they're so low on HP that Sakon was just able to opt for the chip damage, which at that point, right, obviously JDs are easy enough to get, right, but once you get into 2-block string, the timing for parries becomes extremely tight.
Yeah, exactly.
It's possible, right? It's possible. We've seen it before. We'll see it again, but it can be extremely hard, especially if you're talking about like unreactable special moves. Right?
100%. All right, well, into the corner, here we go now, extending the combo out with these knees, doing a really good job here is Sakon, not giving Nivek any space to breathe, so we get the cross up, nice just defense, gets caught there with the punish, beautiful work there from Sakon again, as we go back down into that super and send the ball right into my man's head. Sakon, 1 round immediately without wasting time.
Yeah, no, Sakon right now playing so aggressive. Immediate early pressure into the round. He's looking so dominant, but there is a throw with possible massive opening for Nivek.
Yeah, good punish there from Nivek. We see being able to punish the whiff throw as well, chest. Once again, just applying some pressure here in the corner. The just defense helping out there. Good throw coming out from Sakon.
Backdash on the meaty.
Yeah.
Kind of cornering himself right now. Sakon trying to keep advantage as he gets a punish, and the pushback from the corner reach will reduce the pushback on the projectiles.
He's backing away there, potentially looking for a shot. He wasn't able to find it.
Yeah, trying to find the finishing blow here. Even a throw may just do it.
He's got to look out for that.
Ready with the attacks, and here with the ball.
He's got to be careful here now. Overheat, but it's not going to matter as, again, he's just so aggressive there.
He's leaving absolutely no space for him to breathe. And he's just suffocating right now.
He is indeed. He's giving him no space to breathe, no space to really do anything, but this is what I was saying at the start when we were talking about how this matchup could essentially go. Again, while Wolfgang is Krauser is really good at being up close and personal, and then obviously being really strong, especially with his combo game, when he is at a point where you just overwhelm him, there isn't much that the character can do. And Sakon knows this, and is just playing to that strength. Being as aggressive as humanly possible, not letting Nivek really find his footing here, and making it hard to really break out of these block strings.
I mean, yeah, like if there are any strengths to Ronaldo, is that once he gets on top of you, once he starts running the set play, he has some of the absolute strongest offense in the entire game, and Sakon is making all the show of that.
Yes, indeed. Well, let's see whether or not Sakon can go ahead and make this 3-0, or will Nivek find a miracle? Will it be trouble in paradise, or will it not be? Let's see now. Game 3 of your losers round 1 here in top 8 of OTB 2026. Here, Sakon immediately gets hit there as we get a counter hit, not wasting any time whatsoever for Nivek. Needs to try and capitalize on this damage as much as humanly possible, get as much aggression in, and try to just keep Sakon on the back foot. Throws out. Managed to find the reversal there. Here, Sakon doing a good job of keeping Nivek at bay now. Good spacing.
Headbutt pressure coming in. Yeah, the spaced head bump. That thing, it can be so strong when spaced out. Gets Ronaldo plus frames, forward advancing. It does so many actives. It's actually disgusting.
Little unsafe jump there in the corner, gets caught there on the side switch, worked out in Nivek's favor, and we were able to get a full combo there. Nivek puts round 1 on the board here in game number 3.
Yeah.
And immediately you could argue that that could be quite good for the momentum. You see Sakon press a button there, but the sweep came out there from Nivek. Now all of a sudden, tables have turned. All right, here we go now. Back into the corner there with the dribble. Extra damage there with the super SVG there for Nivek, but again, gonna go ahead and take the throw. Was able to make it out of the corner this time around, but back into the corner now, and this is where Sakon was shining those last couple of rounds here.
Yeah, those blast streams are putting in some work for Sakon here.
Nice.
Nivek is trying to get out, but there is no way he's leaving here.
No.
Finds the super confirm there, that's a lot of damage, but still a bunch of health to chew through. No way. Anything
No
is
way,
gonna
we're
kill
charging
now.
Ah! Okay, all right.
And the fireball super beating.
No way!
And the reversal finding the mark as Sakon is now going to the set point.
Yeah, Sakon set point here and starts to push the agenda that this isn't a Cinderella run that you can have here today. And here we go. Nice little punishment guard cancel there from Nivek. But again, finds that low. Gets caught there. The tech, is it going to be enough? No, the football stops them from getting anywhere close there. And just defense, still not enough here. Sakon doing a good job of just mixing up Nivek here. The Rev Guard keeping them alive here for just a little longer. Revlo down.
Yeah, Revlo putting in some work, getting the hit, but still finds himself in the corner. We're stuck now. What then? Gets the end here. Gets the pressure.
Sakon.
That will be it. Sakon moving on. And Nivek, unfortunately, will be out. Do a very strong performance though. Very props to him. And now up next, we're gonna see some action with including Mr. Wolf, who has been Mr. Wolf has been at it for a while, like been playing since launch, just big SNK fan in general, right?
Yeah.
So he's quite the old timer. I'm personally my favorite player, I want to say.
Oh, really?
So I'm looking forward to see him.
All right, well, Mr. Wolf obviously will be coming up next against Awesome Alfie 27. This is yet a proper Italian classic coming up, but unfortunately one of their roads will have to come to an end, as this is still the losers side of bracket. Winner of this is set to take on Frieza, and that dangerous character, obviously known as Mr. Karate. K-Top set to take on Sakon here in our losers quarters, and that's going to be a very interesting match. Over in our winners finals, however, we saw this earlier on in the bracket here today. H-Dope takes on Yunwoo, and then the winner of that will be sitting in our winners side of grand finals, nice and easy. And I can see people asking, was it K-Top just at EWC? Yes. Yes, yeah, a lot of these guys have just flown in today and they are competing here at OTB, and you've got to give them all a round of applause, or at least some sort of, thanks here, because it is a hard thing to do.
I mean, once again, we talked about it, but the stamina those players have going for, it's actually something crazy. I do not know if I could pull it off. Just back-to-back events like that, flights one day and the other, like, that is a lot to ask.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're here, and you know, they're over there. So, but no, genuinely has been an amazing tournament so far. We've seen some really good high-level City of the Wolves, and I'm actually really happy with what we've seen so far. And I believe now, obviously, our players have just gotten up onto stage, and we are getting ready in just a moment to get set. But they are there doing their controls, and then we have an absolute Italian classic coming up for you in just a moment.
Indeed, we have, and those two obviously have a history of playing each other.
Oh yeah.
But generally speaking, in bracket it hasn't been like too common because obviously, generally speaking, the thing with many Italian players, especially ones that aren't Sakon, is that they aren't traveling too much, right? So it's not something you are seeing in like the top 8 of big events usually.
Sure.
In the meantime, though, button check is going.
Yeah, I mean, for Alfie, I'm assuming we're probably going to be seeing Kohaku, I think, probably come out. And that's a pretty good character to see. I'd be really interested to see Kohaku come out. A character that can reflect projectiles, has a really good kick.
Yeah, I mean, this character has come a long way since launch, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
Like, nowadays, we talked about Mr. Karate. Back then, she was the guy or the girl, I guess, you know.
She was indeed. She was a very, very strong character. Saw a lot of her in top 8s, many around the world, especially during the first year of City of the Wolves. And so obviously we've seen that Mr. Karate now coming out here, I believe, from obviously Mr. Wolf.
Here I go.
And that Hotaru. Oh, this is gonna be good, man.
Yes, it will. I mean, you know, to this day, even though her power level went down in more than one way, but she is still like a very, very well-rounded character. She still has, you know, a run, an amazing fireball. She has a DP, she has a command grab. The only thing that was probably toned down the most is, I want to say, her damage. That definitely used to be something else, but we may have technical issues on our hands.
Oh no, this happened yesterday during 2x Heroes top 8 as well. This isn't some sort of position that you want to be in, unfortunately, but it happens to the best of us.
It wasn't happening during most of the other top 8s. Maybe it's you, man. Have you considered that?
Maybe. Listen, it wasn't me. There's no physical evidence to suggest that this was me. I just want to make it very obvious that I was not out here, like, you know, disconnecting their controllers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, of course I'm joking. Unless
something, the secrets of OTB, something that you do not know. But yeah, no, a little unfortunate. Obviously, these things do happen. While we get that obviously set up, how are you finding the bracket, man? What's your thoughts on it so far?
I mean, so far it's been very nice. The only thing I'm afraid of, this is really something for me in every game, is to see the possible character variety diminish. But that's just something you gotta deal with sometimes.
In a world of Mr. Karate's, you've got to be the one Hotaru standing above them all. That's just how it has to be, I'm afraid. But no, I think this character's cool. I kind of like watching Mr. Karate. Do I hope he takes over the entire game? He's kind of already done that. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Some of the duos are actually kind of fun to watch.
I mean, you know, I do definitely agree he's a very cool character. The worst thing you can have then, a character that may be a bit overtuned, is one that's that and also boring. Luckily for us, that's not the case, but
I know
you
a
never
couple
know.
games, but I won't be speaking.
You won't be speaking?
Yeah, no. We can have a conversation about that off camera. It's not a conversation for our camera. Anywho, we, I think, are looking good buttons-wise. Both players are locking in, getting ready, making sure they get those final checks, those final colors, get their swag on. Even though Robert Garcia got that on already, OTB 2026 is here. We are here. Losers, round 1. Mr. Wolf takes on Awesome Alfie. It is Mr. Karate versus Hotaru, and we are getting set into our very first round.
Indeed. Immediate round start for the run. Very aggressive start from Mr. Wolf here. Now going for the corner, right ahead.
Good kicks there. Rev guard not going to help out here with Awesome Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie here trying to fight his way out. The fireball will be hitting him. The dive kick coming in, but so far only chipping at him. We need some real big hits coming in soon enough.
JD comes in, manages to find the range there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to capitalize there. Alfie now in the back. They're good. Punish guard cancel, huge stuff. We can continue this combo, try to maximize the damage, get the level 1. What's the move? Okay, constant pressure here. Gotta be careful not to be in that overheat state. Level 1, good amount of damage there from Mr. Wolf. One of these two players are gonna try to find something. The jump in there from Mr. Wolf was more than enough here as they take round number 1, putting Alfie on the back.
Yeah, so far working out for him. Mr. Wolf finding the parry here, gets the full combo.
Brilliant punish there from Mr. Wolf. DP comes out there from Alfie.
Yeah, played safe in neutral. Gets the confirm.
Alrighty. Good damage here, extending the combo into the corner once again. We know that this is where Mr. Karate does shine. Gets the throw instead of waiting to use Draco Supremo. And there we go.
Ooh, that was a big one. Watch out, EX Fireball is in.
Oi,
and that thing can be held for quite a while, I'll tell you what.
That's what I mean, like you don't want to interact with it too early, otherwise you are finished there. Beautiful stuff there from Mr. Wolf. Maximizing that damage incredibly well there, taking game number 1. Forcing Alfie into a pretty bad situation.
Okay, getting the throw. Some throw loops going in.
Nice, good counter there.
Yeah, overhead is in. Can we reach the corner with this?
Yeah, we should be able to.
The corner carry here, high enough.
Oh, look at that jump in again. We've seen Alfie get hit by that jump in, but doesn't seem like that's going to be phasing them here as we get a nice combo here and looking to carry that into the corner. Potentially is not going to happen.
That is a sweep and a big punish for Alfie, taking full advantage, getting around board. But now we still need to even the score, and Mr. Wolf currently not making it easy at all.
No, 100%. Big damage coming out here from Mr. Wolf. Alfie finds himself in the corner here once again, using that 2A. Unfortunately, just not enough to make anything of it. Looking for the rev blow.
Yeah, trying to bait out something with the feints, and the command grab comes in. Now, obviously very scaled, so doesn't choose to not spend the super, which is not gonna kill.
DP card cancel.
Oh my god, and the parry baiting out the guard cancel from Alfie. Incredible stuff right there.
Yeah, big work there from Mr. Wolf. Just gotta be careful. Once again, that DP gonna push him into the corner. Good combo there, gets caught there. Beautiful punish there from Mr. Wolf.
Yeah, the shimmy is huge. Alfie now in SPG, but can we make it matter? Because the life lead here is looking real big.
It is indeed. Nice, good stuff there with the counter. Use the enhanced kicks here. Into the super, yep, there it is. Mr. Wolf with a perfect game. 7 golden letters. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you love to see it for Mr. Wolf, that's for sure, but so far, Alfie not making it easy. Hopefully it stays that way, but Mr. Wolf right now is just being relentless. Like, how do you answer this pressure?
You kind of have to just hope for the best, right? Look, Jay, beautiful again. Instead of interacting with it, runs up and gets the throw instead of worrying about the counter. Huge work there from Alfie. Now we got a full punish here in the corner. Can we keep that pressure up? We do there. Counter hit, huge stuff. Keeps that combo going into that super.
Yeah, it's not gonna kill, but now almost in range for a throw to kill. But Mr. Wolf running back the momentum, gets the jump in after the JD, but it's not enough.
Yeah, nice stuff with the JD. The fireball!
Oh, it's still active.
All you need to do is interact with it while that leg is still up here. And for Mr. Wolf, who could shut down Alfie's dreams right now here in overheat.
Right now, there is no hope.
The stun gauge is also half full there too! And a wild punish will do it. The big fireball will send them down. 1 round left here for Mr. Wolf so that they can guarantee moving on into that next round here. And Alfie Needs a miracle now.
Ralphie right now on his last legs. Never say never. It's always possible, but it for sure is hard.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. All right, counter's still available here, but instead we're going to go ahead and get rid of it and just use the throw instead. Mr. Wolf now on the back. And Alfie doing a really good job now of just trying to keep that composure going, keep that pressure moving forward here, but it's not to be. Mr. Wolf gets a whiff of damage there. Good wild punish here coming out now from Alfie. And that's some solid damage around on the board. Hope is not completely lost just yet.
Get ready. Fight.
Hope it's never lost until it actually is. But until the Mr. Wolf gets another round on board, Alfie can still do it.
Absolutely. All right, charging up.
Okay, choose to charge up, reduce that meter a bit.
Nice. Finds that 2A for the confirm.
Yeah, very strong low check from Mr. Wolf. And now the parry comes in. It's not gonna be a kill, but the next one will. How do you answer this?
That's gonna be it. The counter punish, beautiful stuff there. We're going for the throw now instead of having to interact with anything else. I thought that was it, but now Alfie's turning everything around. Can Mr. Wolf find that one straight hit? The wake up DP gets blocked. Can Alfie capitalize? Can we get a kill? Can we get a game?
No, not yet, but command grab.
Alfie is still alive. We go to game 4.
I told you, the hope is the last thing to die here.
Big time Hopium, baby.
Big time. And Alfie knows it better than everybody. Right now, still fighting for it.
Definitely. All right, into the corner here and pressure looking really good as we go for the back throw now. Setting him back up here, jump B, beautiful work. Nice, we're gonna get that combo. Try to set him up for the corner now. Forcing the rev guard to come out. Looking for the rev blow, counter gets hit. Mr. Wolf 1 round away from once again shutting Alfie down. And if history is meant to repeat itself, then maybe and potentially Alfie could pull something here.
Yeah, but that looked like a very dominant perfect from Mr. Wolf. So it will be Alfie now take back once again, one round away from getting out of this tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to really find a way out of this. And there we go. Mr. Wolf, unfortunately, not able to find that throw. That's a big punish here for Alfie. But the question again now is, can we capitalize off of this? Can we make something good off of this damage?
Yeah, unfortunately, Alfie right now playing extremely afraid of the Mr. Karate defense and how to blame him. Stuck in the corner here. Takes the throw.
All right, just being patient here on the wake up, gets the rev guard, nice punish, not able to find the full combo here. Now both players, similar health there, tries to find the cross, hidden gear is gonna hit.
Gear, and that should be it.
It's indeed gonna be it. Hidden gear, finds it smart.
Oh no, never mind.
And Mr. Wolf will move on through the bracket. GG's to both, what an amazing set.
Man, that was a heartbreaker, especially after the comeback that Alfie managed in the last match. That is just hard to see.
I can't help but think of Yuri when I look at you.
It was something else, but it was most certainly an incredible match, definitely to witness here. And obviously, unfortunately for Alfie, we'll be moving down into, oh sorry, not moving down, but we're completely out now. And that actually means that Mr. Wolf will be moving further through our losers bracket. Still quite the run to make because, oh my god, we have an entire pool full of killers still to go in that losers bracket. Obviously, we know what's going on up in that winners final here, but all eyes are on those tournament lives.
Indeed, and in terms of moving forward, we will now be moving forward to the winner quarters, and we are gonna take a look at KTOP versus Sakon.
We are indeed. KTOP Sakon is going to be a very interesting match here. Obviously, that's, as we saw earlier on, Mr. Karate, but against Ronaldo, and yeah, this should be good. This should be good. The question now, I think, remains as to whether or not you are able to keep Mr. Karate out for long enough here, and whether you're going to be able to capitalize on it, because that's the difficult part, right? You've got to deal with this character who is very good up and close, in your face, great at the mid-range, has pretty much everything to deal with a lot of what your character can do, but Ronaldo does have the ability for zoning and set play as well to keep you at a decent range here and hopefully give Sakon the run that he needs. But we'll see how that dynamic goes in this next matchup, and I'm very excited to see how it goes down.
Yeah, Ronaldo most definitely has like the set play to enhance his offense for extra coverage and reward, but I'm actually not sure how that ends up interacting with Mr. Karate, because this is actually not a matchup I've seen often. Like Ronaldo, not a super popular character, but I want to say what Sakon pulls off here.
Yeah, me too. See what Sakon does pull off here, and I mean, again, look, this is just once again button checks here, and this should be an interesting matchup.
For sure, for sure.
Well, let's see whether or not K-Top can redeem himself, obviously, from that previous game against Yunwoo. Wasn't able to, unfortunately, win. Oh, we're seeing Preacher instead? Okay. All right. Okay, I'm for it. All right,
Okay.
that's awesome. All right.
Not
Let's go, Preacher.
not an expected pick, but a welcome one.
I'm happy with this. I really like this.
Yeah,
guy. So this is good. Preacher versus Ronaldo. Here we go. This makes the dynamic 10 times way more interesting than it already was. And this is going to be one hell of a matchup. Let's see whether or not K-Top can pull something.
wonder though, what brought the Preacher pick?
I think it was just that Preacher can deal with Ronaldo in terms of just range. She has that pretty good projectiles. She's got pretty good normals overall as well.
Yeah, she got also very strong set play herself,
Yes,
especially
yeah.
with the stance mix that can be absolutely deadly.
Speaking of, right into the corner here. Beautiful work there from... Alright, SPG here. Can we make something work? K-Top getting the throw. Here we go. Now Sakon has a decent health lead, but he's going to eat a decent amount of chip here as well there as we get the chest. It's not going to be enough. We're still kept in the corner here. The air-to-air counter hit. K-Top has Sakon right where he wants him. Can we capitalize with that level 1? Yes, we can.
We can indeed. And the overhead, the mix, it never ends with this character. Like, Preacher feels like one of those characters where the pressure is just always coming. Like, there is no end to it at times.
Yeah, especially with the stance mix, right?
Yeah, like, both of these characters really, like, I feel like they have some of the strongest offense in the game
100%.
on both hands. So, this makes this matchup like an extra momentum heavy one at that.
It's cool to see Preacher here on screen. A nice little breath of fresh air. What we have been seeing from K-Top, obviously, with that Mr. Karate. Nice little throw tech. And now, obviously, Sakon using those balls to try and keep Preacher at range, though. However, once again, we're back into that forbidden corner here now. Using those tornadoes to our advantage into that level 1. Pushing them right back down here again. Just defense is not going to be enough. The rev blow looking to try and make it out of the corner here now. Sakon finds a way through there. The hidden gear!
The hidden gear once again to close out the round. Just spend it, make sure it lands. And that's good enough for us for now.
It is indeed.
Both the players low on meter with this one.
Oh yeah, man, let's go.
The venue is liking what it's seeing.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad that everyone got involved in that. All right, here we go now. Round number 3. We saw the hidden gear come out at the perfect time. And while that doesn't mean that's the end of the game, will it be enough momentum-wise? Because you do make a good point. These characters can eventually, and will obviously be quite momentum-heavy in this matchup. The question now remains as to whether or not Sakon's momentum here is going to be able to carry over, and it looks like it has so far. Looking for that mix-up there. The Rev Guard does help out here for K-Top. But again now, Sakon just has that creative control now in the corner.
Yeah, and now fighting. Right now, K-Top fighting his way out of the corner. He's trying, but the health is not looking so good.
No.
There is a lot of life to make up. He does find the hit. This is potentially big.
A super here from K-Top.
Yeah, also has still 1 bar left to spend. Spends it with this one.
Yeah, huge.
Not quite a kill, but the next one should be doing it. And the throw again. Sorry, the low rather.
Yep.
But yeah, with that one, K-Top managing an impressive comeback.
Very impressive comeback. Very good stuff there from K-Top.
Get ready.
The Sakon obviously had a great showing in that first game, but it just wasn't meant to be. KTOP again now just showing us how relentless he can be there. Nice little reversal coming out there from Sakon. Gets caught. Alright, good damage here from KTOP. We go into the corner, maximize the damage here.
Yeah, finding everything he can get. Finds a throw. Sakon not quite in SPG yet. He will be going with this one. Got access to all the options here.
Do indeed.
But ready for the rev blow with the... Holy.
Gets hard punish there. That's going to be it. KTOP, one round away from making this 2-0.
Yeah, such good readiness there on the rev blow, because obviously not as easy to answer when you're not in SPG yourself, right? Because you cannot just cancel into your own rev blow to answer. But KTOP here showing some amazing awareness.
Absolutely agreed.
DP's out, still in the corner. Sakon keeping the pressure on, massive counter hit.
There we go, that's a super. Set up for the ball here. Once again, the jump B, here we go. Good damage here from Sakon. Can we keep this up? That super should kill. And we have a round here on the board. All hope is not lost just yet. And you can see the crowd start to definitely rile up a little bit more now. They're in Sakon's favor here.
Yeah, I mean, Sakon obviously gonna have the home turf advantage, you know?
Yeah, for sure. But will it be enough? Let's find out. Nice, good stuff using the ball here. Gets the just defense. It's not going to matter because we're going to use the throw instead of challenging the defense even further. Looking for that. Gets the stance mixed up with the head, with the overhead here. Nice. It's the DP hidden gear. Why not use it?
Yeah, obviously not going to be a kill, but that is a nice chunk of damage on the board. So might as well take it for yourself. You may not get the opportunity later, you know?
You may not. Gets caught there in the air. Beautiful air-to-air there from KTOP. And it just wasn't meant to be there. KTOP makes it 2-0.
They can't study you.
Sakon obviously has only just one more chance to take himself into this race.
Yeah, right now looking hard for Sakon, and you know, at the start we're kind of surprised by the Breacher pick over Mr. Karate, but clearly it's working out.
I think this was probably the better pick, objectively the better pick, and you can see that it definitely was. Goes to the low there off of the combo, as the combo ender there. And now here we go. KTOP puts Sakon in the corner, is in overheat, but that's not going to matter here as we do have advantage, and we are going to continue to hold forward here. That overheat's going to go down, but that's not going to matter here. Looking for the cross up now. Can we capitalize off the overheat? Yes, we can.
Yes.
Sakon now tries to find that super. We get the level 2. It's not going to be enough here. Sakon on a chip of health, looking for something. The just defense comes through. Revgard gets the punish there with the throw. Keeps it alive. Sakon has an opportunity there, but the DP comes out of nowhere, and KTOP stays alive.
Get ready.
That was such a precarious position to be in, but KTOP managing to find what he needed, and now on set point, Sakon scrapping for anything at this point to make a comeback.
Yeah, any leftovers would indeed be nice. Revgard here as well now. Once again gets thrown into the corner for some extra pressure. Here we go, DP out. Sakon needs a miracle now.
Finds the punish with the guard cancel.
Ronaldo's going to need a referee and a penalty to get one. And it's definitely looking like that bound to be the case. But it's not going to happen. Nice throw tech there from KTOP. Big stuff there as Sakon goes to the ref blow. Gets hit with the counter hit. This is big for KTOP as we can continue the damage now. And
Once
again, hidden gear.
No hidden gear because he's not in SPG, but we do have the level 2, and still that is gonna be enough, as Sakon will be unfortunately be thrown out of the tournament.
It's unfortunate there. Italian representation came so far, but it just was not meant to be.
Yeah, no, but very good showing from Sakon. Still a crowd favorite. We have one more Italian we need to see, but it's looking like the top 4 might be no Italians for it. I mean, what can I say? Those players just showed up and they are so incredibly strong. keeping up is hard for really anybody. And what can you do? Sometimes it's just like that.
Yeah, there's only so much that you can realistically do, but let's take a look at the bracket here again, courtesy of production. Thank you guys so much for that. And Frieza takes on Mr. Wolf. That's coming up next here. Now loses quarterfinals, and as we were talking about Italian representation, this is the last of it here. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not, I think we will probably be seeing a Mr. Karate Ditto here, potentially.
Yeah.
And then obviously the winner of this will face off against K-Top in that losers semi-finals. And then from there, it's all no holds barred. Everyone's about to go crazy. So this is definitely a position that you want to fight for here. You want to guarantee getting that top 4 position here. And between these two, it's gonna be hard to see which one of these two is gonna come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, we probably know what's up ahead, and it will be the Mr. Karate mirror. Now we've seen both of these players and what they can pull off. But obviously, you know, the mirror is always in every game such an interesting situation, because like you can have a lot of spots where a player may be like the better one overall in terms of just playing matchups. Also, oh, hold on, this is not gonna be a mirror. Hold on.
Yes, we were aware of this. So Frieza does have Okotomaru, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
I didn't think we were going to see this character. Okay.
Yeah, he very much put in some work with this character. Very strong in himself, if you ask me. But I kind of wasn't expecting it this time. But I guess he does not want to be playing the mirror. Could it be?
Potentially. I wouldn't blame you. I think that sometimes people don't feel comfortable playing the mirror matchup, and if you have another character that you've been feeling confident with over the last couple of years, then you would surely be sure to keep that character around for situations quite like this. And again, button check at the moment here, but Hokotomaru, man, damn, I'm excited to see what we got. It's nice to see some actual like character variation here in this top 8, and I think that's always such a really cool thing to see.
Yeah, but as I was mentioning, like the mirror is always interesting because you can have situations where maybe one of the two players is like overall the better one, but the mirror is its own matchup. Like there are so many spots where the overall better player may not be the better one in the mirror specifically. Because like oftentimes the way you use your tools just completely changes to answer your own things that your character can do.
That does make sense, yeah, for sure. Hokutomaru, Mr. Karate, I think we are locking in those characters for sure.
Yeah, it looks like we're sticking with it.
I wouldn't be surprised. But I will say I am very excited to see this.
All right, let's go.
Oh no, we are seeing the Ditto. Okay, wait, we've been baited again.
We're getting mixed.
Hold on, we're getting mixed again.
Hold on.
I guess we're getting mixed again. I saw the Mr. Karate hover. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, we might be getting that. No, we are getting Hokotomaru. I mean, this is going to be good. This will be a very, very good matchup.
I'm looking forward to this. So, obviously, Hokutomaru is generally a type of character that is like, it's extremely pesky. His mobility is extremely high, and it generally puts the burden of answering stuff on you. And I want to see how Mr. Wolf deals with that.
Yeah, Hokutomaru obviously also known to be very aggressive, very much in your face, but also has a ton of different tools to really deal with a character like Mr. Karate. You've got really good air momentum. You have that double jump that I was literally just about to talk about here as well. So you can keep yourself out of range here as well if you wanted to, but also pretty much make yourself a problem here for a character like Mr. Wolf too, because you just have the tools available to deal with, you know, a character like Mr. Karate. So let's see how this goes down. So far here, it seems as if Frieza is doing a really good job there, manages to find the whiff punish, but unfortunately just wasn't able to go forward with it, and that gives Mr. Wolf a little bit of time to breathe.
Yes, he does, but still stuck in the corner, manages to find the walkout. Very impressive. Mr. Wolf now stuck in the corner. Frieza finding the jump in, gets the confirm back. Still a life lead to chew through, but jumping over the shurikens, whiff on the red blow and the DP. That's one big whiff that will be costing Mr. Wolf the first round of the set.
Yeah, absolutely. Hokutomaru One of those incredibly strong characters here. Definitely keeping them at bay. Using that double jump to get the mix. Beautiful stuff here from CotW, so through Frieza. And again, just defense here. Not really helping out too much, but we're going to use Draco Supremo instead. And that's going to give us a nice little combo here as we're going to try and get that carry into the corner. That's where Mr. Karate shines. The jump in comes through, trying to end it with the DP. But again, Frieza was ready.
Ready he is, goes for the teleport. Mr. Wolf not answering in time, but the parry is coming through. Big meaty whiff from Mr. Wolf.
Huge.
And Frieza capitalizing on that, gets the life lead, gets the corner pressure, but the parry, it's always present. It's always present.
It is indeed. Alrighty, DP into that level 1. Here we go now. Big fireball. Can we do something here? Instead, right in the face of danger, throws out the projectile. Now, both players on pretty much the same amount of health now. One big hit will finish it for Frieza. Game point, air to air.
And impressive air to air to close out the round as Mr. Wolf gets one on board.
Yes, sir. Mr. Wolf finds the one on the board. Very tense scenario to be in there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is probably a matchup where I want to say it's more common to go for air-to-air attempts just because Hokutomaru at base is such a hard character to enter, man.
Oh, 100%. He's so small that, well, he's a lot smaller than most of the current cast that it is just hard to touch him. But also, you have to remember, he's got so much aerial momentum, it's absolutely insane. So, looking for those anti-airs is always going to be quite dangerous to do there. The whiff punish, potentially not going to come out as the rev blow. Actually manages to cover Frieza's tracks off the whiff and the grab there. And now, all of a sudden, control and momentum have completely shifted here like a pendulum. The double jump actually fakes out the counter here. Nice stuff there from Hokutomaru. Frieza keeping themselves alive here. The rev guard helping out as well there with no extra chip. Dangerous position to be in here if your name is Frieza. You overextend a little too much, you're going to get caught here. The 2A. Not going to be enough. Still alive, the JD overheat as well. Now the full stun gauge, here we go.
Hold on. Not finding the hit that he wanted, and Frieza will be taking the first match of this set. That looked so dangerous at all times.
It did.
But Frieza, one way or another, finding his way out into a win.
Absolutely did. Very dangerous position to be in, especially when you're in overheat, when you have a full stun meter, and you're subjected to then obviously having to deal with potentially being chipped out, and you don't want to be in that situation, especially when you have like little to no health whatsoever. Played that absolutely incredibly. Frieza's patience was just so good. It was rewarded incredibly nicely here. Well played there from Frieza, but can we keep that momentum going? We can there. Great cross-up wild punisher. Here we go. DP into the corner here. Once again, throw out the shurikens. Extra damage here, 15 hits so far. SPG available, looking for the rev blow, manages to find it. Mr. Wolf isn't able to get the grab there. Big punish coming out there from Frieza.
JD on safe jumper, but doesn't take advantage. Baits out the parry.
Nice work there from Frieza, keeping us alive here.
Round 2.
Currently a round up on the board. Mr. Wolf now forced to have to play probably a lot more aggressive, try to stop Hokutomaru from doing all of this mix-up shenanigan.
Yeah, it's hard to play patient in any way in this matchup. Hokutomaru just able to run you down so hard to the point where you might just want to take the action to him, you know?
Yeah, you kind of have to, I think. Especially when you remember, it's like kind of swatting a fly, right? When a fly comes in, you try to hit it, you've got to bring the action to them. Unfortunately, you can't wait for them to come through because you ain't no Mr. Miyagi, my boy, but there's only so much that you can do. Here we go, nice overhead coming out from Frieza. We're going to jump back here using the shurikens, but again, Draco Supremo used at the right time here. That counter is absolutely dangerous. Here we go. Thrown into the corner here. Looking for that anti-air, the rev blow dive kick, doing a really good job of keeping him at bay here. We're going to continue this combo with the EX moves. Into the corner once again, finish it off there, and Frieza makes it 2-0.
Yeah, and Frieza right now looking so incredibly dominant. Obviously, Mr. Karate player himself. So, I mean, here everyone knows that matchup, but, you know, in times where... Hold.
Mr. Wolf switching to Hotaru? Okay.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Wasn't expecting this, but okay. Oh, it's a welcome surprise nonetheless.
Yeah, maybe it just goes for the confident pick. You know, obviously, see how this Otaru works out. But it does mean at this point, whatever goes is locked onto that Otaru for the rest of the set.
Yeah, he hasn't really got much of a choice, unfortunately. Obviously, as we all know, if Frieza is able to win this, then that Hotaru won't be able to see more than 2 rounds of sunlight.
Nice wild punish on Freezer.
Nice, good air-to-air catch there from Hotaru here. Mr. Wolf means business in the corner here, and maybe this character pick was good, but I'm not here to jinx it there. The Rev blow, sorry, the Rev guard helping out here. Looking for that wall jump, actually manages to find it, gets 2 counter hits. That's big damage here. Frieza being able to continue this there with the Rev blow combo, and it gets the double jump there. Manages to actually fake out Mr. Wolf here brilliantly. It's just a game of mix-ups here, Cloud. Look at this.
Yeah, and right now, Freezer just putting on the hurt and still has 1 more bar to go, so he's not yet out of fuel either. Spends it on the reversal, and right now Freezer is just looking so incredibly dominant.
Absolutely. Using Hogotomaru's like air momentum and mobility to his finest, in my opinion. And again, now both of them going to trade projectiles here, and right now we're back into neutral. Go for the dive. Can we do anything here if your name is Mr. Wolf? Again, that double jump, great fake out there.
That double jump is so incredibly tricky to deal with.
What? Oh,
Guard cancel, Rev blow, it will be. And right now, Mr. Wolf on his tournament life. Any next hit is gonna do it, and this one might be it. Not quite.
Again, we're using those double jumps again to just try and fake them out, but I think Mr. Wolf is kind of aware. Here we go in the corner now. Can we finish this off? Can we keep ourselves alive? The super on the overhead, and it was almost like there was a glimmer of hope for Mr. Wolf, but unfortunately, some things are just not meant to be.
For a second, we had hope, but it was short-lived. And with that, all Italians are out of this top 8 and none into the top 4.
Well, we still have a ton of Titans in the top 4, but that is unfortunately the last of Italy's defense here in Naples. But it has been an incredible bracket thus far, and there's so much more action left to come as we now enter our latter half of this top 8.
Yeah, and hopefully it's gonna be none the less exciting than the first half has been, because it has been real nice so far, and I'm only looking forward to it getting better.
Yeah, top 4 now. Let's go over this once again. For those of you that have no idea what is going on, K-Top is set to take on the Frieza in our semi-final, losers semi-finals, and that is going to be an absolute heater. While over in our winners finals, we have H-Dope taking on Yunwoo. 2 matchups that are going to be absolute heat, and only one of these guys from this final 4 can come out on top. Sorry, but we're going to go to a very quick 5-minute break. We'll be right back with some more action just before our top 4. So go ahead, grab a snack, get a drink, do whatever, and we'll see you in 5 minutes for the top 4 of City of the Wolves. Alrighty, welcome back to OTB 2026 Fatal Fury City of the Wolves Top 8. And we are back with some more incredible action as we are now going into our latter half of the bracket with our top 4. And there are only 4 people that can really go ahead and fight for some glory. My name is Asura. For those of you that have no idea, welcome in. And I'm here with none other than a man who has been putting in crazy shifts today. Cloud, how you doing, man?
Thanks, man. It's been a real hype day today, and this Fatal Fury bracket has been even better, and it's not yet over. In fact, you could say we're going into the even more stacked portion of it.
We are indeed, and this is the part where you're going to want all eyes on this, all right? We got legends, right, up in this building, all right?
Yes,
so
we do.
This is going to be absolutely incredible to watch. H-Dope Yunwoo take place in our winners finals, but first up, we have our losers semifinals coming up. It is K-Top versus Frieza. Obviously, this is going to be one hell of a matchup. Expect there to be some Mr. Karate sprinkled in there.
Yes, there will be. We all see it coming, and you know, I hope you like Mr. Karate. I like him, but you better do, because otherwise you're not getting. You will be getting enough of him, you know.
Yeah, exactly, because there is a lot of Mr. Karate to go around. So we'll see definitely how this goes down. I'm expecting the Ditto to happen in this matchup. Obviously, Frieza does have other characters as well, so does K-Top. We did see the Preacher earlier on today, and who knows, maybe we might see it into practice later on. But this is a Ditto that I feel like K-Top has had a lot of experience with anyway, so I don't really see the need to switch off of this character in the first place. This is going to be a good matchup. This is going to be fun to watch, but remember, this is still the losers side of bracket. Only one can go forward.
Yes, and it's most definitely not all Mr. Karate in waiting up there, as we have seen Mr. Big, for example.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we'll see also just more switches of the character just to avoid the mirror. That is also possible. We've seen it before, we may see it now. Because obviously, you know, it goes without saying, but those players are very strong. They were there before Mr. Karate was in the game. They will keep being there after he's nerfed, and they are just so incredibly solid. It's just an extra option, you know?
All right, well, for those that don't know here, currently K-Top is the one in the beige doing all the crazy damage, while we have Frieza in the blue. And that is also for my volition, because I got them mixed up at the start of the bracket. So let's try not to do that this time around, a second time, as we see the red blow try to come through. Draco Supremo, yet first, you know what? You go first, I'll go right after you, and now I get a full punish off of it there as well. Now Frieza gets a decent amount of damage, whiffs the throw, and for K-Top, an opportunity to get an incredible punish, and that should just be the round.
You know, sometimes it does feel like sort of a gunslinger duel is like, who's the first one to blink?
Yeah, it actually is. It's like some Wild West type of thing, man. It's crazy. It's like, draw! And then they're just like, alright, cool. You know, it's insane. It is absolutely insane to see, but I think that's one of the theatrics this character about this character that makes him really entertaining to watch here at the moment. And K-Top now has Frieza right exactly where he wants him, in the corner, and this means a whole load of hurt.
Yeah, right now just going for feint, trying to kill frames on wake up, baits out the parry.
Nice.
Baits out the air rev blow, which will not be landing, and instead we may see ourselves with K-Top finding a nice first match and a perfect to start off.
Yeah, very good perfect to start us off there, and that goes to show you the confidence at the moment that K-Top definitely has going into this matchup. That you can see Mr. Frieza, oh, sorry, you can see Frieza shaking his head there, going, this isn't not the position that I want to potentially be in here. And I mean, could that beg the question of a potential character switch? I think we're going to stick with that Mr. Karate here, see whether or not we can actually make something of this work. I mean, we got close in that first game. We did have a couple opportunities to close out on rounds, but unfortunately, just was not enough here. K-Top now immediately finds the punish, runs away with the damage, gets a nice counter hit here as well now. Damn.
But yeah, right now, like as you said, he was kind of shaking his head there. I'm not sure he's entirely convinced about this.
Yeah.
We did just see his Hope Tomorrow pulling in some work before a break. And I do wonder if we may see it coming up again soon enough.
Yeah, maybe. Well, the Rev Guard's out here now, and Frieza was looking for that punish there off of the Draco Supremo, wasn't able to find it there, but for K-Top getting the grab, and that is going to be more than enough needed for that round. K-Top leads in rounds, looking to make this 2-0 here in our losers semi-final match.
Yeah, KTOP right now just running a train, going for the EX, but Perry will catch. Now in the corner, you gotta hold this, I'm afraid.
Bang. All right, Fireball in the corner here, gets caught here once more. Not able to really do much else off of the kicks. And actually now the side switch working out in Frieza's favor a lot more now. Looking for that DP, he wasn't able to find it. Big counter hit. Can we run away with the damage here? SBG in here for K-Top.
Yeah, not gonna be a kill, but next touch is gonna do it.
For sure.
Okay, pros, how many can we get? Another couple, but only so much, and that will be closing it out. So Freezer showing signs of life still, not yet out, but so far K-Top has had a very good showing. Charge Fireball, respecting it.
For sure here, gonna whiff the punch there, and that is an opportunity for Freezer to get some good damage. Can we get this game on the board? Side switch doesn't work out there in his favor as K-Top immediately mashing buttons there on Wake Up, and it works out perfectly for him there. There's the combo that we love so much here. Into the corner once again, looking for the throw. Gets caught there on the counter hit, looking for the guard cancel, wasn't able to find it. And now all of a sudden Freezer is in control here in the corner. Back throw comes out there from K-Top, looking for the throw again. The whip punish here.
Backdash. And that... hold on.
That's it.
And here we get Freezer getting his match on board, where before he was looking like kind of struggling. Now evening it out 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 here. Freezer right back into it. Right back into it for sure.
Yeah, no time to wait. And right ahead, immediate heavy start. Big whips happening, no punish though. Freezer now in the corner.
Get the overhead. Managing to break through that defense here beautifully here is now K-Top. Trying to get some good stuff there with the damage. Now gets the DP, backs him away. Jumps over here, gets the side switch. There it is though. Draco Supremo, the parry of the gods, working its magic here, right into the corner here once more after an incredible combo from the Rev Blow. And now all of a sudden here, Freezer doesn't have a lot, to work with. K-Top in trouble. Looking for the DP again, finds the throw instead. We're keeping it nice and simple here as another round is on the board.
Yeah, tried to force that Rev Blow right there, but not quite working in his favor, as Freezer will be taking the lead for the first time in this set. And right now, getting another big hit. Is he gonna spend the super on this one?
We'll find out.
Yes,
definitely.
he will. K-Top now in SPG.
Yeah, now all of a sudden it seems as if like the tables have turned in. K-Top now on the back foot.
Yes, he is. And that is so much damage, that's 60%. What is next? The bar is not yet done. Finds the parry.
Alright, he missed it. Sorry, Mr. Karate doing a lot of damage here at the minute. Now Freezer looking really good so far there. Manages to get the cross up there. And they are still moving forward without any hesitation. Freezer keeping themselves alive here. K-Top needs an answer soon.
Yeah, and Freezer, who at the beginning of the set looked like to be on the back foot, now taking all of the momentum.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy to see. The question now remains as to whether or not it will be enough. Can K-Top find a way to turn this around?
Yeah, are we gonna possibly see a switch from the other side? Initially, we maybe expected a switch from Freezer for the Hokutomaru, but no, we're not. K-Top locking in the Mr. Karate for the rest of the set.
Yeah, he seems very confident on this character anyway, so it wouldn't be surprising to see this character here, though. However, Freezer obviously looking very sharp here in this matchup. Air-to-air comes out there from Freezer, and it actually works out in his favor super well here now. He's going all gas, no brakes with it. But before I even continue the rest of that sentence there, the whiff throw gives K-Top an opportunity to get a big punish here.
Yeah, and that is a nice chunk of health taken off. And that will be a nice and easy confirm off of the low. And Freezer now on set point, looking so dominant right now.
top. Unfortunately, gonna get punished for that here, and Frieza literally on set point. Keep themselves alive and an opportunity to play in that losers finals here. And K-Top's gonna find something soon because it is starting to whittle away one by one. Frieza keeps the pressure going, keeps the combo moving.
Okay,
Yeah,
and manages to force another hit. So, but K-Top not looking too good on health. DP enter after the run up, and that will be Freezer with a clutch play, taking the match and moving on to loser finals.
That is unfortunately K-Top out here. It loses semi-finals, but you've got to really, give him his flowers. I mean, literally just flew in from EWC. The fatigue being at this event in the first place. A lot of people question whether or not he was going to show up or him and H-Dub were going to be here, but they did. And again, obviously, congratulations to Frieza, who moves on into our losers finals, a guaranteed third place spot here at OTB 2026. And man, it has been such an amazing watch so far. I'm excited to see who goes forward. But before we do that, we have our winners finals coming up next. We've got H-Dub taking on Unyu up next, or Yunwoo, sorry.
Yes, we do. And we've seen some really good showing from both these players before in our top 8. And it's not yet over because we got some real nice action. I'm particularly looking forward to H-Dope's run with his Mr. Big and just see, the answers to what is up for him.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Definitely does come down to who has the most momentum, especially in a matchup like this. And I can't wait to see what ends up happening here, but it seems like we're definitely going to get that Mr. Big versus that Mr. Karate here. Yunwoo sticking to that Mr. Karate, obviously H-Dope playing Mr. Big, both characters sitting in that S tier in City of the Wolves. One of them exceeds at pokes and punishes, and the other one just loves to be in your face and abusing that counter super, super well. So this realistically comes down to whether or not H-Dope is going to be able to basically play the matchup the way he did in that very first match, or whether or not it's going to be Yunwoo who is running away. But I think we're going to go into a button check here once more before we do get into the action.
Yeah, just make sure everything is in working order. We wouldn't want technical issues to arise, but while we wait, I do wonder because obviously the matchup is the same, but the player is not. And I do really want to see how Dope answers, possible playstyle differences,
Yeah, potentially. I mean, this is very contrast in terms of very, very big contrast in terms of their gameplay in general. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes down here between these two. Now, obviously, one thing to also mention is that this is also part of the SWC. There are points to be able to try and qualify for SWC on the line here at this event. That is a very big thing to remember as well when you are playing in an event like this. So obviously, shout out to the SWC here and shout out to OTB. But let's see whether or not we're going to get into it. I believe these guys are still doing their button checks, but I'm so ready to see whether or not... Oh, actually, no, I think we're going straight into it. We're not wasting any time whatsoever.
I think this is the action. And as we see, Yunwoo immediately taking a lead and going for some pressure. Finds the cross-up. Worth noting, as strong as the parry stance is, it is not without answers. And the crossing it up is one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've definitely seen it be quite effective against Mr. Karate, right? A lot of those cross-ups, keeping them at bay. It's definitely worked out quite well here, but again, we're going to go ahead and use that counter, keep H-Dog here on the back, and Yunwoo is going to have a lot of good damage to work with here. Going to try and end this round as soon as possible. Again, now in the corner, we're going to try and look for this pressure, get the back kick, beautiful stuff there. A good start there from Yunwoo.
Indeed, that is a very strong start, if I've seen one, but never to count out anyone. Still very early into the set.
Agreed indeed. Alright, nice little jabs in the 2As coming out there from Yunwoo, keeping H-Dub here in the back. The roll through Rev Guard again doesn't want to have to interact too much here as we get a nice anti-air here from Mr. Big into the level 1 here. Nice little combo, keeping it nice and easy. Gets the dive in there, but gets caught there with the guard cancel DP. Beautiful work there from Yunwoo as we're able to now get a nice bit amount of damage here. That's 29 hits of nothing but doom and despair. Nearly here looking for that SPG, but gets caught out here immediately there from H-Dog.
Yeah, getting the guard cancel there. Now trying to find his way back in. He has a bit of a health deficit to make up for, but we can do it. Just JD the projectiles, you don't need to worry about them, it's fine.
Yeah, you ain't got to do too much here. You can take your time with those projectiles, but gets caught there. SVG now available. Going to be very careful around that Draco Supremo. You don't want to interact with it too much. And using that rev blow to get through the projectile.
Yeah, that was a big whiff on the rev blow, but no punish from Yunhu there.
Okay, gets caught. H-Dope looking really good now in the corner. Gonna have to try and apply this pressure, make it look really, really convincing here. And no anti-air there, but gets caught there on the cross-up. What a punish there from H-Dope. Yunwoo is gonna feel the effects of that one.
Yeah, what a punish. Ready with the back jump as well, because obviously it's a case where like if you are to like forward jump or even neutral jump at times, the punish can become like awkward at times, even just very hard to get.
It was clean.
But Ready with the back jump to answer that specifically, so that is really good on his part.
All right, nice anti-air coming out there from H-Dope, and now Yunwoo now on the back foot. He's going to get caught there with that super. Going to continue that combo now, get the dive and try to basically put him here on the back foot now. Yunwoo with no answer at the minute there. Nice little close jump, just trying to keep the space tight here. There, Draco Supremo gets caught there with the parry. Big stuff here from Yunwoo as we go into the corner. Keep this damage up.
Yeah, reversal super, it does not want to hold any of it. Another one coming our way, but that one is gonna be a killing one for Yunwoo, taking the first match of this winner finals.
Yeah, Yunwoo looking really good so far at the moment. H-Dope got very close in certain situations, but now it definitely begs the question as to whether or not he's going to be able to keep that pressure up in order to find a game on the board. Got breadstick on the board here for Yunwoo. Can H-Dope find theirs? Let's see. All right, looking for those pokes. We know that Mr. Big is good at those. We're going to find a nice little combo. Gets caught there on the roll, and that's a good punish there from H-Dope. Oh, sorry, for Yunwoo. He's going to the corner. Keep the pressure up here once again. 32 hits, gets the tech. Jump B, beautiful work.
Big whiff on the DP though, not getting a punish, but the parry once again, keeping H-Dope stuck in the corner, trying to get out, gets the roll. Can we reverse the momentum here?
Yeah, brilliant anti-air there as well from H-Dope, and now they're in the corner. Nice JD. Brilliant JD as a reaction backwards there. Gets caught there on the low. Incredible work there from H-Dope. Here we go.
He's going all in right now. The X command grab to get the combo, but drops happening.
It doesn't matter, they pick up the combo right back from where it was dropped.
Yes, he does, and that is enough to kill. Still alive. Scary drops happening here.
Yeah, literally, I was like, my heart skipped a beat, man. I was like, hold on. Don't be doing all that now.
I mean, look, it would be... So, sometimes you need that bit of extra action, you know?
Ain't that the truth? No, very, very true, my friend. All right, Rev Guard coming out now, just pushing H-Dope back here. Yunwoo looking to try and shut down any form of even getting a point on the board here. And again, now it's going to need to do that by getting 2 rounds here in this game. So we're going to push him back. Rev Guard is available here once again. Gets caught here on the top now. Beautiful stuff there. Mr. Karate Man does not stop. Gets a charge, tries to look for the full thing, but again, H-Dope manages to get up here on time. Here we go, corner. Overheat's not going to matter here because that's basically the end of the round, a guarantee. Hit again, Reversal's going to miss.
Oh my god.
Final round.
Yunwoo there choosing not to spend the bar on the ender, save it up, manages though to make his little gambit work, and right now has some massive momentum going on for him. Gets the hit, gets the corner, almost 2 bars of meter, spends one.
Yeah. Well, the charges here as well there, and again, still alive right now. H-Dope going to try and get a combo out of this. 9 hits. Manages to get around the Rev Guard, no problem whatsoever. Has Yunwoo exactly right where he wants him. Throws out the fireball for some extra measure there, but the Rev Blow comes in at the perfect time there to stop them there. You can see the Rev Guard come out here once more. JD just to push himself a little bit further back.
Running fireballs just to stall for some time.
Just JDing them, hoping for the best. They're looking for that forward B. Alrighty. Yunwoo needs to try and basically bait H-Dope into getting involved with the Draco Supremo in order to get one in.
And
Gets caught on the dash.
On the dash.
No, the
No.
DP.
Oh my god.
okay.
Oh my.
Alrighty.
That was also reset. My heart can't take this, man.
So many close calls. in this
It
match.
has been a long day, man. My heart cannot take this.
No, you have the right to say that there for sure. But you got to hang in there, man. We've still got a couple matches left to go. Alrighty. Nice JD. Good stuff there from H-Dope. And again now an opportunity to get into that grand final again now. But either way, even if you do lose this, you have an opportunity to still make it back there through that losers final. So all hope isn't lost, but you kind of want to be in that grand finals winner's side here. Yunwoo on a mission.
Yeah, Yunwoo going for the kill. H-Dope HP is looking awfully low, but finds the massive punish on the parry. This could be a potential comeback. One touch away could be it. He has almost 2 bars of meter to his name.
Brilliant work here as well there into the EXDP there, and we're going to continuously keep it going here into the corner now, revving up, baby, there we go, into the super. What's the move here? Draco Supremo immediately assuming that H-Dope was going to press a button, literally on a pixel of health here. No reversal found there, but it's not going to matter there as H-Dope manages to find his way through. And we are just 1 round away from H-Dope making this set 2-1 in his favor.
Yes, it is. And right now he's looking to keep the momentum. But first, we will need to get out of the corner as Yunwoo gets the first hit of the round. We find a backdash into a massive starter. How much can he get? 50%? Not quite, but chooses not to spend the super, so still has all the meter he needs. Incredible guard cancel there.
Nice answer, yeah. Very good stuff there from H-Dope. We switch over into that counter hit. Beautiful work now as Yunwoo keeps the pressure going now, and once again into the trying to push them into the corner, but the wall comes out there. Rev guard looking really good there for H-Dope. Gets caught there with the throw, unfortunately there. Big fireball to the face. H-Dope manages to find the counter hit. Still an opportunity to put a 2 next to his name there. Gets the charge into the hidden gear. Here we go. And H-Dope keeps the hope alive, as it is now 2-1 in Mr. Big's favor.
Yes, it is. And so far, H-Dope looking so incredibly solid in face of the Yunwoo's incredibly overwhelming neutral. Even now, just trying to get all the momentum, but not letting him, corners him. Takes the throw though. Not yet over.
Alrighty. Scary position to be in here.
Okay, tries to go for the wall jump, not working out though. Just parry the fireball, no need to make it to rush it. You got a life lead, and you know it.
Yeah, you do indeed. I was looking for that dash forward. You can see H-Dope starting to just be very, very cautious. And again, Mr. Big is known for those pokes, so you don't want to overextend against a character whose poke game is pretty good here.
Ooh, almost a massive punish on H-Dope's side, but not quite. Right now, though, the timer is ticking down.
Good answer, yeah.
And the life lead between these two is getting wider and wider. 19 seconds left. What can we do with this?
Yeah, it's going to be very, very hard to sort of make this back. Both players now sitting on the brink of SBG, but now obviously Yunwoo with the advantage to his name here. He's going to try pushing back there. You can see the counter come out. The rev blow was in safe space there, and now for H-Dope, an opportunity to capitalize on this damage. And there we go. That is going to be it there. H-Dope now 1 round up. The hidden gear definitely going to be the thing that stops them there, and Yunwoo now needs a miracle. Again, this is still winners final, so even if Yunwoo does lose this next round, we still have the losers round still to play for.
For sure, it's not yet over for, it will not yet be over for neither of these players after this. But with that said, H-Dope right now 1 round away from securing himself a nice spot in winners side grand finals.
100%. He's trying to look for that overhead, manages to find it, gets close to him, and now all of a sudden, everything is starting to slip away here for Yunwoo. It's looking like it's going to be heartbreak here for him as H-Dub continues the onslaught, continues the pressure. Huge wild punish there from H-Dub, and we're going to continue that going forward. A 7 golden letters to his name and a ticket to Winners Finals.
What a dominant performance there from Dope. So nice to see. The work he's been putting in is actually crazy. And so now we are left with soon to be loser finals. And I mean, who can take even on Mr. Dope right now? Like, so far, every set he's been able to show, just consistently answer all the Mr. Karate options that have been shown to him.
100%. 100%. H-Dope definitely, obviously, especially when you play against a character like Mr. Karate, and you probably have a lot of experience as well, considering a lot of the top pros do play this character.
It's definitely not a matchup you're lacking experience
Exactly,
in.
100%. You've been through that gauntlet now, and obviously you now know how to, you obviously will know how to deal with a character like this. But H-Dope sits in winners side grand finals here, and let's take a look again at our bracket here once more as we now go down to just 3. Yunwoo takes on Frieza in our losers finals. Only one of these two can move on into losers side grand finals in the hopes that they can go ahead and meet up with H-Dope for a potential opportunity at Glory. But in order to do that, they would have to win 2 sets back-to-back in order to make sure that they can go ahead and call themselves the best here in 2026.
For sure. And this is most likely gonna be yet another Mr. Karate mirror. Unless, obviously, we see surprise sub-picks, which could always happen, but we'll see how that one goes.
Definitely, because remember, you have to also remember that Frieza does have that Hokotomaru in the back foot as well.
For sure.
We have definitely seen, obviously, that Yunwoo can play another character. Obviously, we saw that Hotaru, I believe, was the character that Yunwoo had in the back from a while ago. So that could also be a potential option there too. But it looks as if, to me, we are going to be seeing that Mr. Karate Ditto here.
Yes, we are. And right now, waiting soon to go into button check, I think. But while we wait, we want to once again thank our production for all the work they put in so far in this tournament. It has been really incredible.
It has indeed. Like, I mean, I'm floored by the amount of incredible quality we've had production-wise. I think this is some of the best that I've seen sort of worldwide. Shout out to obviously Spooky as well and Team Spooky for obviously letting us use their channel to have an opportunity to just kind of talk fighting games in front of a massive audience. It's always such a pleasure to be on a channel quite like this. But let's go ahead and avert our attention over to some more City of the Wolves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your losers finals. Yunwoo takes on Frieza. It is a Mr. Karate Ditto.
Yeah, and no button check happening. We're going straight in right now. As these two, okay, goes for the parry, baits out, take the pressure.
Takes the pressure out indeed here, and again for those that are not too sure who's who there in the green jacket there, that is Yunwoo, and the other one is Frieza. Now here you go, look at that counter here once again, but the cross-up comes out, that great wild punish there from Frieza, and we're going to continue that damage here now. Yunwoo on the back, looking for that rev guard, not able to find it, big punish here again. Coming out from Frieza, continuously keeping that damage alive now. Back into the corner. There's the fireball. Gets the taunt as well there here too. Dan forcing the DP.
Yeah, those knockdowns are pretty good, giving you all the time you need as Frieza finding the hit to close out the first round. And Yunwoo right now, obviously coming from winner final, so he has he didn't get any time to cool off, which could potentially be a factor here.
Yeah, it could absolutely be a big factor here. I feel like it's kind of hard to go and play, you know, losers final immediately after a winners finals. You know, back to back, you just lost, you just come off of a loss. But that's the kind of test that ends up making champions, man.
You are most definitely correct on that one. And speaking of champions, these two are duking it out, and so far it's looking like Frieza is currently on the back foot. What can we do for this?
All right, well, the Rev Guard looking to keep Yunwoo alive here, Frieza alive. But as we go back here, as the counter hit, that beautiful stuff now. SPG in here for Yunwoo, but a DP for a DP or an eye for an eye, and Yunwoo stays alive.
Get ready. Fight.
Yeah, one run apiece here. Charging up the fireball. Goes for the guard cancel, but no commitment out of it. Interesting.
Very interesting. How do we get that jump deep? Beautiful stuff there. Nice work there from Frieza as we keep Yunwoo now in the back. Get the damage here, get that combo in. Beautiful stuff there. 32 hits of beauty here from Mr. Karate as we get the jump in. The Rev Guard still available. Counter hit. Draco Supremo hits. And that's going to be a considerable amount of damage here. Big bang. No standing kick there instead to continue the pressure, but we're going to go for the lows, go for the back throw here now, and Yunwoo has an opportunity to get some damage back here, Cloud.
Yeah, got the back throw, and this could turn into a back throw incident if I've seen one, as we are going to go into the hidden gear.
Nice, good use of the damage, good use of the meter. That is indeed going to be all she wrote. Take a bow, Mr. Garcia. Oh no! Oh! Oh my god!
What the hell, man? What the hell?
Be defeated in a place like this? What a disgrace to Kyokugen.
I don't know. I mean,
you know, that slowdown has been in the game ever since launch, and sometimes it still catches me off guard.
I know. I wasn't expecting it. I was like, okay, cool. It happens. I know it does, but like, sometimes you just don't, you know.
Sometimes you're never truly ready. It doesn't matter how long it's been.
Exactly. Oh my god, that's amazing here. Frieza now obviously on that back foot, as we saw that Yunwoo was able to take that very first game in some very dramatic fashion now, and we were set back to neutral now. Looking again for that dash back, wasn't able to find it. That weave not helping out. As in fact, that is a big punish there from Yunwoo. Wake up jab. Good stuff there from Frieza. And we're going to continue this combo here as well. Now try to get it into the corner. Keep him cornered now, but he just defend. Keeps Frieza alive. Will it be enough? SPG still available here for Yunwoo.
Yeah, right now playing it really patient. The air button connecting.
Alrighty, dash goes through, gets caught there on the other side. The fireball thrown. Frieza still alive here in this matchup. Only one round away from evening out the score. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. Alrighty, nice air to air from both of these two now. Interacting with each other in the same moves.
Yeah, Frieza right now playing real slow to get her on board, but it will be Yunwoo taking action, and it works out as he gets ultimately caught by the nice and only.
Yunwoo's Mr. Karate Loki kind of reminds me of Dr. Doom. You gotta see the parallel. Like the green jacket, the mask, it's not exactly Dr. Doom, but it gives me Major Doom vibes, right?
Are you calling him a villain?
I might be. I could be. I could potentially be. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's just me. In any case, we're right back to the action here once again. We are here, final round of game number 2.
Yeah.
And as you can clearly see there, Frieza was able to get around here on the board. Cross up galore here, though, coming out from Yunwoo, looking to try and keep something going here, but unfortunately not able to as the Wild Punish comes out now. And Yunwoo forced to play a lot slower now.
Getting a punish there, confirmed to the super. That's good enough.
Alrighty. 2A. Looking for a way through now. You can see the fireball fakes coming out here from Yunwoo. Oh, sorry, from Frieza. Bang! Right point blank there. The super does hit with the grab. Punishes come out a little too late there. As you can see the counter hit there. But unfortunately not able to capitalize. Here we go. The counter from Frieza. Right back to the corner here. Unfortunately doesn't have the meter there to finish off with a super.
Yeah, right now trying to find his way back in. This can be a decent amount of damage, and we are looking for that choosing not to go for the hidden gear, and the jump in will be securing Freezer's match. Now one apiece.
Yeah, one apiece there so far for both of these two. Freezer manages to bring it back to life. Can Yunwoo find a way to run away with this win? Again, I think obviously one thing that we did mention earlier on is that momentum is definitely going to be quite literally scarred from that last game that you played. But now, here she comes. There's that Hotaru that we were talking about now, and it's going to go up against obviously Freezer's Mr. Karate. We're sticking with that Mr. Karate. No Hokotomaru in sight, as obviously there's no need. Here we go now, game number 3.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the Hotaru ultimately coming out, and I mean, we're seeing a surprising amount of Hotarus in this tournament.
We are, yeah.
Like, this is the third one, I think.
I think this is our third appearance, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, clearly we have a fan favorite for some of these players, even though she may not be as strong nowadays or compared to Mr. Karate, but
with all the changes,
she has been putting in some work so far, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I think some people just don't also like playing the Ditto that much, and when you have another character that you are comfortable with, I mean, despite the changes, you know, it is going to be quite hard to deal with. And obviously, you can see those fireballs being thrown out here for some zoning, trying to get some space there, but you saw that Freezer immediately was able to reflect one with his kick. And that kind of puts you in a bit of a weird situation, because now you're a little bit deterred now to throw fireballs, and instead forced to actually go ahead and interact with Mr. Karate. And that makes it 10 times harder to work with here. And look at this here, the damage is going to be insurmountable. SWG in here for Freezer.
Yeah, another thing I think is that having a command grab that is as strong as Haru's is also something that can come in quite handy when dealing, you know, with a character like Karate. And as I say, now one throw away from that, but back throws is the incident happening right now.
Gets caught
and Freezer getting yet another punish. This might just be it. Yeah, doesn't even need to spend the bar. Holy man. This is a tragedy right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't have said it any better myself, man. Freezer doing a really good job of just keeping that Hotaru at bay now. And once you do that, Yunwoo is kind of out of answers. But looking at this next round here, it seems like a demon has woken up here. No damage has been taken here at the moment. A near perfect round. As I say that, though, Draco Supremo does hit, though, on Wake Up. And that actually ends up working out very, very well here for Yunwoo. Freezer looking for that anti-air, not able to find it. Unfortunately, Wake Up DP doesn't go through here, and for Yunwoo, it is a world of hurt that they've now found themselves in here. The fireball goes into the corner here. We're going to continue the combo now into the super. All that meat are gone.
Yeah, double super coming in, and immediately confirm into the hidden gear. Yunwoo right now grasping for hope.
Yeah, man. Oh my god, all it takes is 1 or 2 hits.
Yes, he does. And as we say that, both now nearly on 0 meter, both one round each. And let's see how this one goes. Freezer looking to have the early momentum so far, but maybe we can swing it around.
Maybe. It's kind of hard to really put into perspective as to whether or not we'll be able to see that for sure here, as we can currently see that Freezer is moving like a demon at the moment here. Kicks come through there, nice little combo there. Yunwoo keeping the pressure alive, keeping it good. Rev guard there, just in case they were looking for something cheeky there in the corner. That throw giving them the momentum that they needed. Yunwoo is alive here as we go now 2-1 up into game number 4. Yunwoo manages to secure yet another.
I'm a martial artist.
Yes, he is. And the Hotaru drop really paying off right now.
It is indeed.
So let's see how Freezer answers, and the answer is sticking to Karate. No Hokutomaru coming here for the remainder of the set, and let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, we'll see. No real guarantee as to whether or not that momentum won't swing in somebody else's favor, and if it does, it'll be quite hard to keep alive here. And Yunwoo doing a very good job of just keeping Freezer at bay. This losers finals is definitely heating up, and again, both of these players are going to want to play absolutely incredibly here. And again, Yunwoo wants that run back again, H-Dope. That's going to be quite the story to tell if he's able to get that back. All right, here we go now. Good damage coming out here from Frieza. And he gets a taunt now as well.
A second one,
Yeah.
that was some greediness. It's the greediness that they speak of the Babel in there.
For sure. Alrighty, Fireball comes out. No Reflect this time around, but was able to parry the Fireball here. Brilliant stuff there coming out now from Frieza. And there we have it.
Yeah, the meterless parry coming in, not as often seen as the EX one, right? But still has a decent amount of power of its own, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, that's not a sound that you want to hear. Especially if your name is Yunwoo, because Frieza could be pushing this over to a Game 5 scenario now. Yeah, very dangerous position to be in here if your name is Frieza.
Yeah, it's very dangerous indeed. And so far, manages to get a back throw, get a second one. How much momentum can we keep?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Gets the safe jump. Not converting off the jumping wild punish.
Alright, manages to find the jump and gets the throw. Here we go now. Frieza has an opportunity to try and make something work here now. And again, we do have full meter on both sides, so hidden gear isn't out of the question if we're able to let it rip. It'll be good for
Hold
Frieza.
on.
We're finding the super instead. Going into it, we're going to lead up from the Fireball. And that should be enough. If we're able to finish the combo off with a big oomph, that's it.
Not quite, we do not have the bar to close it out. But right now, Yunwoo on a pixel of HP. Any stray hit is gonna do it here.
Yeah, any straight hit should just finish off Yunwoo now. As a comeback on the table, is it there? Frieza, one away from taking it all the way to Game 5. Yunwoo is still alive.
They confirm with the super off of the raw fireball hit. This man is actually unreal. How does he do it?
Unbelievable play there from Yunwoo. The patience was rewarded.
Get ready.
You have to respect what you're seeing here. Fireball goes out. Starting to keep some space now and immediately gets hit with the counter hit there. Yunwoo catches Frieza pressing the button and that allows him to go crazy. And I'm sure that momentum from the last round, the adrenaline rush from being able to activate that hidden gear definitely is going to come into play here. But is it going to be enough? We'll find out in just a moment now as Frieza is slowly but surely struggling to find his footing in this matchup.
Yeah, Frieza is grasping for things right now. He has a lot of meter on board, so the chances for the comeback are there, but his life is going lower and lower right now. Yunwoo has almost a bar on lock, and now any hit is just gonna close it out. What is the plan here?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, what is the plan? I'm trying to play a little bit of footsies now. We're just trying to find our way through. Draco Supremo finds its way in. As we get the DP, push it all the way over into the corner.
Yeah,
there's
that's
the
a
Fireball.
lot of damage. We have yet another bar, so both one hit away from dying here.
Oh no, no, this is hard here, Yunwoo. So close to surefire
And the
victory!
super on the... Oh my god.
Yunwoo makes it through into Grand Finals loser's side of our top 8 in clutch fashion, Cloud.
The readiness with the super on the rev blow. That was some unreal play from both of them, but especially Yunwoo. Such good, holy man. The control there was insane between the fireball and just how he managed to keep Freezer at bay in neutral at all times. It was insane showing right there.
I mean, unbelievable stuff from what we've seen. Both neutral-wise were very, very solid there. But it literally did come down to also just those clutch moments at the very end. This man, Yunwoo, gave us all heart attacks every single time that the super meter was available, right? All they were looking for is that one gap so they can guarantee a win there. But sometimes you have to do that in situations like that. You can't afford to always be patient, because if you're too patient all the time and you find yourself in a block string that could end the game, you're going to be beating yourself up. You're going to be beating yourself up hard. But up next is the moment that everybody has been waiting for. We are moving on into our grand finals of OTB 2026 City of the Wolves. H-Top, Yunwoo back-to-back here once again. Now it is a run back from what we had seen previously.
And this is a very interesting one because, you know, after having talked there a lot about Mr. Karate for the whole bracket, there is none to be seen in this current match of grand finals.
Grand Finals, Hotaru is coming out there, and I'm pretty sure it just probably is because Yunwu is feeling very confident, especially from that last from that last game as well.
I mean, how to blame him? Like, if I was playing like him, I would be confident as well, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, because you have the belief in that character, man. All right, almost catches them on the roll. The Rev Guard was up there for H-Dope just in case if anything did go wrong there. And again now, for those that are just joining us here, welcome in Yunwu, obviously on our loser side of the Grand Finals of OCB 2026, while H-Dope sits in the winner's side of things. And right now, the aggression is coming right back out there from Yunwu. He's on a mission, but it's going to be a steep mountain to climb if he wants to win this tournament.
Another possibility, I think, is that Yunwu just saw the performance that H-Dope was having against the other Mr. Karate players and just opted to, you know, maybe I don't want to be the next one, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be a victim of the matchup, the knowledge check, you know? It's not one thing that you want. Great stuff using those JDs to his advantage. Here we go. Super
Spend
available.
It all. It's expensive, but hell if it's worth it.
Absolutely. And we can always still build it back up. Not a problem. Yunwu making good use of the meter, keeping himself alive. A dream still yet to reach. Can he get through one of the Greek dragons in this bracket? We'll find out now. Yunwu starts off very, very good, but again, it's still too early to say whether or not he'll be able to win this entire thing. Again, H-Dope has shown us moments of brilliance before, especially when he gets that download, because that's when things can get really dangerous now. And as you can see, pokes come through. Fireball looking good now.
Yeah, very good, just defend, and now finding his way out, back to neutral. And here we see H-Dope actually being the one that's kind of forced to approach. Usually it was the other way around, like where he managed to just keep the opponent at bay.
100%.
But Yunwu here, especially with his very strong fireball game, just able to force action into Dope.
I agree. Yunwu doing a very good job of keeping H-Dope on the back now. Can we continue this pressure? Yes, we can. Right into the corner now once again. SPG is in there for Yunwu. He's going to need a miracle to break out of this. All right, nice damage. Good stuff there with the rev blow.
A miracle we may just find as Yunwu continues the pressure. Currently relentless, but 12 seconds left, 11, and that life deficit is still there. We gotta make up for it.
We do
Find
indeed.
the jump in, find the command grab.
Oh boy.
And that is gonna be another hidden gear, 2 in 1 match.
Yeah, huge stuff, man. Huge stuff there from Yunwu. Keeps the dream alive and wins game number 1.
You know when I said that the Hotaru pick seems to be working out, I think that might have been an understatement.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, just general character comfortability definitely working out here in Yunwu's favor. H-Dope now gets hit with the throw. Another one here. Okay, 2 throws back to back now and immediately mixing up the approach now. And we're now in a position where H-Dope is going to have to try and find a way through this relentless offense. And we managed to here with the pokes into the throw now. Great stuff there. Just defense though, however, from Yunwu, looking absolutely sharp. All right, Rev Guard out. We go into the corner now again for some extra damage. There's the anti-air there, gets caught on the roll. Didn't go for the throw, went for the 2A instead.
Punish on the landing with the low. Now finding his way in again. The command grab, you always, yep, that command grab is such a menace.
It is indeed. Alrighty, gets caught there. Into the
Is that
super.
enough? No, it's not. But one throw will do it then.
Well, you've got
Finds the red blow.
yeah, you got to be worried about this because again, overkey, full stun as well. Now it's slightly starting to go down here for Yunwu. This is dangerous. God crush, there it is. And H-Dope finds one on the board.
Yeah, that was such a spooky spot because he was also in burnout himself, and that could have meant chip out because obviously at that point you are so vulnerable to so much stuff.
Yeah, the problem is when you're in that overheat, you are susceptible to getting guard crushed, and the moment you do, there's not much that you can realistically do. And when you have only a little bit amount of health here, Pressure is not going to be your best friend, it's going to be your biggest enemy here. Alright, we're going to use the super there at the combo ender here for Yunwoo. We're going to guarantee some pretty good damage here. The jump in, beautiful stuff. A couple counter hits, nice cross up there.
Nice dash under. That was a clean one. Finding the hit. Now Yunwoo in SPG though. Gotta watch out. Both are. And with that. Wait, does he? Oh,
That's it.
Yes, he does.
That's it. Yunwoo keeping the dream alive here once again. Final round here of this game. Yunwoo looking to go up 2. H-Dope obviously wanting to try and defend this as much as possible here. That JD comes through here on the dive kick. Good punish there from H-Dope.
Yeah, keeping the corner. Fireball meaty.
Alright, let's keep the energy up here and look like the aggression looking super good there. H-Dope, however, manages to find that punish. Gets a full combo off it, tracks them down. You can see the patience here from Yunwoo.
Yeah, and right now on a bit of a life deficit, but maybe we can make that up. Find the throw.
Let's see.
A second one.
Back throw here, looking for a third. No, actually instead decides to mix it up. Alright, we get the back. Go for it again here. This time EX version, or the enhanced version. Alright, full meter here for Yunwoo as well. We've seen what Yunwoo can do with a full amount of super here.
But the hyper defense on H-Dope side have been so consistent throughout the whole bracket. It's actually insane. That thing is not easy at all.
You're right. It's not easy to break through. H-Dope can keep that hyper defense going though. It's going to be dangerous to work with. That JD coming in now again. Rev blow.
Rev blow blocked. Both are in a spook spot, but the timer is ticking down. Yunwoo gotta do something. What is it gonna be? Super!
What a cross up there from Yunwoo into the super. There were only 2 seconds remaining. And that's going to guarantee the win. At the very least, if we can keep ourselves alive for just 1 more second, that's basically it.
Do not be so sure.
Again from H-Dope. Keeps the in there. What are we doing?
There is no
Unreal.
way.
Is it enough?
Yes, it will be.
H-Dope says, you know what, I'm going to get one right back at you.
The 1 second hitting gear, landing, raw for the win. What are we doing here? What is happening?
Oh, this is peak. Oh my god, that was awesome.
This is big, this is Fatal Fury.
That was awesome, man. What a steal there from H-Dope. Alrighty, Fireball comes out now. That got the crowd on their feet.
This game is so insane, man, actually.
Unbelievable. Alright, Just Defense coming out here now. H-Dope trying to keep things cordial there, but again, the overhead comes out and there. Beautiful defense coming out here from H-Dope. It's like fighting an iron wall here. You might want to go for some throws here at some point here, Yunwoo, but there's the counter hit there from H-Dope, turning it around now. And here we go, being pushed into the corner here. And now all of a sudden looking for that fireball. Again, that JD just doing such a good job of keeping Yunwoo out here. Counter hit comes in now. We're back into the corner. Overheat is still there. You want to try to not go for that guard crush. So now it's about trying to basically make sure that overheat goes all the way down. Can we do it though? However, that meter is going down. Guard crush is on the board here. Both players down to just a decent amount of health now. Cooldown officially ended there. H-Dope finds another way through. Hidden gear finds its mark. And that again will be a round on the board for H-Dope.
Yeah, H-Dope right now pulling off such insane comebacks from initially what it was initially looking like a disadvantage position against Yunwoo's incredible performance in this bracket is now looking to be the one taking it all. But can we keep this up?
Yeah, I mean, I want to remind you that Yunwoo was on track to make this 2-0.
Yeah, it really was, which makes the comebacks Dope has been managing that more incredible, you know?
So what's insane about this is now obviously we're in a position where this could completely change. H-Dope could now go up 2-1.
Of course.
It could completely change the momentum for Yunwoo.
Yeah, but massive whiff on the close normals.
Hey!
You're getting the corner though.
Big damage there from H-Dope. Rev Guard's going to come out there. Beautiful stuff as we get the tap in here. The fireball comes out now, and again, Rev Blow here off the top. Yunwoo looking for a way to go through that overhead, but unfortunately no one was home there. H-Dope again with these just defense. It's like literally dealing with an iron wall, one that you cannot scale. It'll be hard to get to the top of that mountain, my friend.
And all we need right now is one more hit from H-Dope. But Yunwoo finds his, gets the enter.
He does have full meter here. He can expend it if he wants to.
Just spend it, just spend it.
There it is.
And spend it he will, as H-Dope gets another match on board and potentially only missing one to win the whole bracket.
Yeah, H-Dope just needs one more game. But Rock, we're seeing Rock. You know what? I'm here for it.
We are doing the whole rotation here.
I love it.
We have seen it all. Everything.
The Mitsuhashi color, I love it. But we've seen so much as well, man. We've seen Hotaru. We've seen Mr. Karate. But it's up to one Rock Howard to keep Yunwoo alive. Will it be enough? Immediately the air Reppuken being thrown out here now, looking for that Reppuken on the ground, not able to find it there.
Dive over the projectile, that is a very interesting thing to consider because the dive usually, not used in neutral much, but Rock's Fireball is a grounded one and the dive just barely goes over it.
Yeah.
That is very important to consider here.
Well, Rising Tackle does catch them there on the front here. Beautiful stuff there as we get the anti-air on the guard cancel here. Huge stuff there from H-Dope. Let's see whether or not Yunwoo will be able to keep this up here. Counter hit, no follow-up, unfortunately. Again, now the pressure looking really good here from Yunwoo. So forced to play back. Gets the throw. See those Rev Guards looking for those guard cancels. No one was home. All right, EX Reppuken.
Yeah, double air fireball. That thing is such a strong space control tool for Rock.
Oy!
And finds the raw super confirm.
All right, nice. That's it.
Yeah, that is not as good on block as some other air rev blows, but what can you do?
Yeah, into the EX Rising Tackle there. Yunwoo looks good here at the moment. Character switch up could be what he needed. Will it be enough though? H-Dope literally is just 2 rounds away from winning the entirety of this tournament, and it's looking like there's going to be 1 star on the board there. Beautiful stuff. What a punish off with the guard cancel here. Nice stuff there. Yunwoo keeps himself alive. The jump B keeps the combo going.
Yeah, those hyper defense is still putting in so much work. And right now,
that's it.
Not quite, but 1 throw will be enough here. Base 3 versus Super finds the punish. And now Yunwoo taking the second match. Now both 2-2.
Yeah, now game 5 of the grand finals here. Yunwoo obviously looking for that grand finals reset, potentially try to get us to that next set.
Is Dope gonna be adapting to the Rock pick soon enough? Because I don't think he was ready for this one.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Just defense coming through now and again. Usually when H-Dope does get that read though, or that download, things can be very dangerous. But that being said now, there's 2 rounds separating us from either a reset or a complete shutdown here. And we'll see whether or not that's bound to be the case here. The Reppuken comes out here once more off air fireball for some extra conditioning.
And so far, neither player is finding a clean hit. All strays not leading to a whole lot. But that may be about to change as H-Dope finds a confirm into Super. Now has the corner, and that one doesn't quite get it fully.
Unfortunately not there in the running kick. Here we go into
And
the Reppuken once again. Rising tackle.
Spends the hidden gear. And that is gonna be Yunwoo 1 round away from resetting this grand finals.
Yes indeed. Yunwoo 1 away. 1 away from giving us a grand finals reset. And if this hasn't already been drama, it's about to be even more.
My blood pressure is going up right now, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, well, back throw into the beam there from the Rock now, and Yunwoo is looking really good momentum-wise here. Now, H-Dope is going to need a miracle in order to stop what this train is going through. All right, air to air comes out. Yunwoo looking to just keep H-Dope at bay here. Ooh, nice back there.
Yeah, but right now cornering himself up against Mr. Big. That cannot be good. Finds the reversal DP. We want to get out. We want to get out and want to do it now.
Nice.
Finds the anti-air.
Big well punished there from H-Dope. Alright, here we go. H-Dope now in the corner, manages to find the jump kick. Rev blow overhead, looking good there. But the wild punish coming out from H-Dope now keeps them alive. H-Dope looking to finish this. H-Dope 1 away from securing victory and becoming our champion here this year.
Yes, it is. So, and now 1 round away from deciding how this tournament as a whole is gonna go. Both players now looking real stressed out, and both with a full barometer, so every resource is on lock.
Yes,
someone is about to explode. The only question is who.
Yeah, it looks as if Yunwoo is the one that's about to be exploded on, because right now H-Dope has the damage here so far though, but the air to air, as I say that, wild punish again there off of the whiff. Huge work there from H-Dope, and it's looking like this is bound to be it. If we can keep this up, if we can keep the pressure going, it's going to look absolutely devastating.
And that's it.
Yep, no
that's
opportunity for Yunwoo to go ahead and use that rev gauge at the meter there. H-Dope is
like
your
that,
City of the Wolves champion here at OTB 2026. Congratulations to H-Dope.
What a heartbreaker. Yunwoo taking it so far, so many amazing plays on the Otaru, and despite all of that, it's still not enough.
And it wasn't an unfortunately heartbreak in Naples for Yunwoo, but they played absolutely incredible, and that unfortunately for them concludes their run at 2nd place. Congratulations once again to H-Dope from Team Vitality for winning the entire bracket, and again points to qualify for the SNK World Championships final happening later this year. But before we go ahead and say our goodbyes, we just want to go ahead and throw out some very big thank yous to everybody involved here, to the guys from the TO team, to the guys in production who have gone ahead and worked these absolutely incredibly long shifts here and shown us some really, really good presentation. Obviously, taking a look at the bracket here one more time now. Looking at the bracket here just one more time before we do get into that medal ceremony, because we do have an award ceremony coming up for you, yeah, and that'll be good to see here as well. H-Dope obviously is the best here this weekend, and it has been an absolutely incredible honor to call this bracket with you, my friend.
For sure, this bracket has been incredible, but before we go off, as you mentioned, these players have made amazing plays, and it's just been an incredible thing to watch, which is not why now we're going to watch the medal ceremony and just take a look at the awards that we're gonna give out.
This top 8 was absolutely phenomenal. Genuinely one of the most entertaining top 8s I've seen in a very, very long time.
For sure.
I had so much fun watching it, had so much fun commentating it. The crowd had an amazing time, I'm sure. But obviously we're going to go ahead and throw it over in just a moment. I believe they are getting ready to set up here, but we'll give you the cue for that. But let's take a look at the bracket here just one last time here as we make the run through out of what we've seen here at OTB 2026. Obviously we saw our top 8 here. Start off with H-Dope and Frieza, where H-Dope ended up winning 3-1 to secure a spot over in winners finals. Yunwoo would come out 3-0 in a spot in winners finals against H-Dope, but unfortunately would end up completely losing, having to get the run back all the way over into grands from that loser's side, but had to make quite the run in order to do so. We'll see massive shout outs to all the Italian legends as well who made it. Mr. Wolf and Sakon who made it there the furthest. Frieza, who else had an amazing run here as well. There's only so much that they could do because there was only one that could be crowned the best.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, the performances have been insane. Also shout out to Nivek and Alfie, unfortunately not making it far into the top 8, but still making there in the first place. Always a massive achievement. And with all that, we can take a look just in a second.
We are just waiting for that medal ceremony to come in and obviously go ahead and reward these incredible players. But I mean, also one big thing that I do have to highlight about this, not only obviously is this part of the SWC tour, but Also, you have to remember, some of these players in this top 8 literally came from EWC last night. They flew in this morning to be at this event, to compete in this top 8, and absolutely just work hard to be here. Obviously, you know, they've been going through the ringer from mix-up all the way to here. Barely any breaks to have, especially the top players, obviously with K-Top and H-Dope. There's only so much that you can realistically do. Now, I believe, yeah, man, we should be hopefully getting into it very, very soon.
Yeah, I know, these people are just running places. Sometimes I still wonder how they do it. I mean, but if they're doing it in the first place, one can only guess it's worth the time, you know?
It is indeed. Also, by the way, if you guys didn't see earlier on, you can go ahead and follow us on our socials and go ahead and give us some feedback if you want as well. If you enjoyed our commentary, also be sure to follow us there as well. And also, massive shout out to the OTB team and Team Spooky for keeping us alive on the air in front of some of you absolutely incredible fans behind the scenes. We appreciate you and your time, because without you guys, we wouldn't be talking to just the camera. We'd be talking to just nothing. So it's really nice to see you guys as always.
You can say that out loud. But yeah, right now, yeah. I also want to take a last look at this bracket, because H-Dope also taking it on Yunhu twice to get this match, which is a real shame, because Freezer was having such a good run in losers.
Yeah, that's true.
I was kinda, especially when he went for the Hoku Tomorrow pick, I was kinda hoping to see more of that. But in general, I'm very satisfied with the variety we end up having, especially in the latter half of the bracket.
Absolutely. Well, I believe we've just been told that this is probably now time to move on over into our medal ceremony, and it is indeed the case. It is indeed the case as we move on over into that medal ceremony here, and obviously congratulations to our joint 7th place. Now obviously moving on into our joint 5th. Look at these man shine. They deserve it. Congratulations to all of these guys. Man, where do I get one of them hoodies, man? Yo, SNK, man, hook a man up, bro. I want one of them.
Time to grab. Time to go ask, you know?
Maybe that's the case. But obviously now we can see this. See K-Top coming in literally just from last night here, playing and putting on an absolute clinic. And there it is, Freezer being presented there with the 3rd place trophy here at OTB 2026, and an absolutely incredibly nice looking hoodie there as well. Shouts to Bode as well for putting this all together in the first place.
I mean, Bode, as always, like, I mean, it would be hard to imagine this whole tournament without him, you know?
Absolutely. Alrighty, and ladies and gentlemen, your champion for OTB 2026, give it up for none other than H-Dope! Alrighty, love that. Gifted some nice new headphones courtesy of the goats over at Razer, and a trophy to boot. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your top 8 for City of the Wolves. We have been your commentators here, but up next we've got some good ass Tekken coming up here. You want some Tekken 8? It's coming up just after this. I've been Asura, this has been Cloud. Hope you've enjoyed, man.
Yes, I have. It's been a long day, but the action is not yet finished. Tekken about to come up. It will be an amazing top 8 we're looking at. Don't go away, and we will be back right after this.
We'll see you very, very soon. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and peace out. Bye-bye.